We finally get to finish another game today. We've actually been on a roll with finishing games. We can eventually make it all the way back to Homicide, as well as the other horror games during Halloween. What's interesting about these games is that every single one so far has been pretty good in terms of how fun it is. I'm hoping that this one, he's finishing. He's finishing. I'm hoping that this one gives me the feeling that I was hoping for from the other game. So I have two things to talk about. One is programmers self-suck. Two is I convinced my niece that buying a car is a bad idea. And maybe I'll start with my niece story, okay? Which is why I'm playing this game today, because I've successfully made sure that my niece understands what she's doing. So, my niece, she asked me, "Hey, uncle, should I get... Knees can't drive. Should I get a car?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Okay, you can get a car. Do you know what goes into a car?" And she's like, "No." And then she was like, "Oh," and then she was like, "But I have like $5,000. Can I get a car?" And I was like, "Sure. Maybe in your dreams." maybe in your dreams, honey. Maybe in your dreams you can get a car for $5,000. Yeah, sure. So I was like, "Okay, well, let me help you figure it out, what goes into buying a car." And at first she was kind of hopeful, because I was like, "Look, you can get a car from anywhere from like 7K up to like 15K. That's like a good starter price for a car. You don't want to go too far, right?" And she was pretty happy about that. She was like, "Okay, great, I can finally drive." And so and then I asked her, "Okay, why do you need a car? Your car costs about how much?" Yeah, exactly. Like you can go for that low, but like for like a car that'll last you for a while, you might have to spend like 30K a year. But then I asked her, "Why do you want a car?" And she's like, "I hate taking the bus." And I'm like, "Okay, I hope you like working 20 hours a week then." And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "Okay, what's the minimum wage where we live?" And she was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Okay, well, it's like $18 to $20 now, I think it's $20 now, I think." And then I was like, "Okay, now how much does it cost you to run your car? How much does gas cost?" And then she was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "I can tell you, like for like an entire month, it's anywhere from $100 to $200 for like." That's I would say from like average to above average use. If you drive a lot every single day, you might even get into 300. Like it's surprisingly expensive, right? Then I was like, "All right, do you know how much money it costs to maintain a car in case it breaks? You know, how much money is the insurance?" And she's like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Okay, don't worry, I know. It's gonna be like 300 at the minimum." And I was like, "Do you have..." And then I was like, "Do you know how much is post-secondary gonna like take you for like time?" Because she's going off to post-secondary. And she's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "God, you're fucking useless." I was like, "Why do you not know?" I was like, "Why has nobody told you what to do? No one's told you anything in life." So anyways, I realized very quickly that like it was my fault, because I'm technically her elder. So it's like I should be the one telling it too. So I was like, okay, dear. So this is what it's gonna cost you, right? And then I was like, now take the number of like what, like $700, and divide that by 20, and you get how many hours that you need to work per week, which is 700 divided by 20. That's 35 hours. And I was like, okay, so can you work 35 hours while going to school for 40 hours? And she was like, "Probably not." And I was like, "Yep, so you can't afford a car." And again, the only reason she wanted a car. And then I ended off the whole thing with, "Okay, look, you can do all of this, or you might have to suffer taking the bus an hour or two every day." I was like, "You might have to suffer the public transit system for 1 or 2 hours every single day. I don't know how to leave this town. Is this not the right way? I swear it's up here." And she was like, "You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna get a car. This is too complicated. It's easier for me to just suffer." And I was like, good. You've made the right choice. And I was like, this is crazy to me. But I realized, like, yeah, no one's ever given her those tools. And it's definitely a part, like a part of my fault too, because like people, oh god, it's getting really snowy here. Everybody should be like thinking about this stuff long term, but you don't know what you don't know. So it's like, on the one hand, I'm surprised that she never bothered to go online to Google how much does this stuff cost before she bought the car. But I told her from now on, like, I gave her the tool and I was like, if you want to do something, think about the long-term cost of doing it, right? Because if you just do things without really thinking about it, then, you know, you sort of lose the ability to like truly understand the cost of something, because everything has an opportunity cost as well, and usually opportunity cost translates into some monetary cost, and you can usually work around the opportunity cost by like paying money for it, but not always too. So it's like, you know, could be like a time thing, could be like you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, like, you know, but now she knows, right? But then I was also like, even if you don't know that, I feel like you should know that a car takes gas to fill, and that gas is one of those things that fluctuates in like price. I don't know. I just feel like there's like something they were missing, and so it's like, what I realized is that I need to get my niece better tools to help her in life. A curiosity for life, the ability for her to break down these things and think about the possibilities and think and like ask these questions. Right? It's this process of like asking these like questions, and I was like. And I even told her, wait, there's like a thing over there. Where look, there's stairs. I even told her, I was like, look, the process that I've just done now with you, I want you to do that for yourself every single time you do anything. And I was like, every time you do every single thing in your life, ask yourself this to get to an answer before you commit to it. Because once you do that, I think then you'll know what you're doing. Have I never done this? I swear I've done this. Maybe this is why your petrol costs so much if you drive around in circles for hours. Listen, okay? Listen. I can only do one thing at a time, alright? One thing at a time. I can't do everything. You try teaching someone how to take care of their money while also driving at like 100 miles per hour. Besides, if you get traffic, you won't be losing your hair from just sitting in the bus. Exactly. I even told her that. Like, I was like, the bus, even though it's mostly waste of time, you can make it feel like less of a waste of a time by just bringing a book or something. And she's like, yeah, but I don't really read books. And I was like, well, I guess you gotta start, okay? I was like, I guess you kinda gotta start here. You gotta do something, okay, with your life. Yeah, I'm glad that we had that talk, though, because I was thinking to myself, wow, you know, my brother failed. I was thinking to myself, like, man, my brother is a very shitty parent. I was like, holy shit, this guy failed like crazy. Because I'm like, this is not a hard conversation to have with your child. I'm like, this is a fairly straightforward question to have about, you know, how to like do stuff in life, right? And I was like, God, man, like, at least show her the cost of gas. You know what I mean? At the same time, though, I don't necessarily blame him, because people are stupid. Like, everybody's stupid the first time they started anything, and like, kids in general, they had like. Kids up until their late teens to like early adults, they have this, even I would say, maybe until they're late adults, they have this thing that they do where they say, yeah, I know, but they don't really absorb the content. They say that they know because they've heard it a million times, but it's like they've heard it a million times, but they don't understand a single thing that is being said. I'm gonna die. I died. Maybe I should have paid the gas costs to keep driving instead of just falling and then dying. Oops. That was a bad idea. Maybe I can walk around. You heard driving around might be cheaper than parking in this. Is this true, chat? It's very true. Yes, it's very true. It's cheaper than just parking. You should always be driving around all the time. I've actually thought about this. Chat, imagine if I start streaming from a truck. I wanted to try streaming from a truck. So you know how like trucks, they have beds and the PCs, right? I'm thinking of buying a truck just to stream from. Or like an RV. I think it'd be sick. One day, I'll stream from a forest as like a bear is eating me. And I think that'd be like a fun experience for all of us. But there's gotta be something there. You mother trucker! I don't know what to do with that ending section. Where am I? Chat, I fell off the map. I fell off the map. This isn't good. I've fallen off the map. Why am I off the map? How do I get back onto the map? Oh no. Oh, I've broken the game again. I always break the games that I play. I always break the things that I enjoy playing in life. Options. Is there an unstuck button? Can I get like an unstuck option here? Full screen speed chime. What's the speed chime? How do I always do this? Yeah, I'm glad that I had that talk with my niece because I was thinking because I was thinking to myself that was a really close bad move on her part. Not to say that like I don't trust her to make a good financial decision, but like I don't trust her to make a good financial decision now. I think before I had a little bit more trust because I was thinking like maybe she knows because she always says that she knows, right? Okay, this is sick. Wait, am I actually just stuck here the entire game? Please don't tell me I need to restart the game. If I need to restart the game, I'm just gonna drop this game forever and never play it ever again. I literally won't play this game ever again. Please don't tell me that it's broken. Please. I'm begging you. Please. And what I've realized is that I need to stop trusting her when she says that she knows what she's doing because she doesn't know what she's doing. She thinks she knows what she's doing. It's sort of an interesting spot to be in where it's like, I've never had to deal with this as like a person because it's like, you know, she's not my child. I don't really choose to have a child in life. I like living my life like a normal person. Okay, this is really bad. This is really bad. Oh no, this is extremely bad. If I can't, how do I fix this? Oh, R. Hold R. There we go. Oh, thank God there's a button for it. But even then, it's important for me to like, you know, at least try and like give her something to work with in the life. But I was like, yeah, it's surprisingly. So it's surprising how. Wait, security gate. Bring the supplies to him at the security gate. I already did. I've already done this. I did this last time I played. What? Is the game broken? Please don't tell me that the game's broken. Oh my God, I see it. It's up there. I need to get on top of the building. Yeah, it's interesting to like having to learn the skill of like how to talk to a child and like get them to understand things and like get them to like improve their thinking about things in life. And it's interesting too that like there's something about that I've noticed about a lot of the kids in my family from the newer generation. A lot of them don't have a certain curiosity for life. Like a lot of them seem to not care about what is going on in life and like, you know, how things are going. For like Gen Z, there was like a moment where Gen Z I think was really in tune with life, but like I feel like Gen Alpha and after, maybe this is like the old person in me talking, but I feel like it's very difficult to get them to like think about, okay, what is like the long-term impact of like things. Granted, they also don't really have any opportunity to like make money and like survive, so I kind of get it. But I was thinking to myself like, damn, like even something like this, I was like, damn, like maybe I need to take a more active approach. You know what I mean? And now I start to understand why parenting is kind of hard for quite a few people. There's a lot of different things you have to deal with. Namely the having to deal with the fact that like that disbelief that somebody could be so unaware of the cost of like gasoline that they wouldn't know what to do. Again, I'm just very surprised that was a conversation that I had to have. Okay, that was a terrible jump. I don't know how to get on top of this roof. Surely this can't be the answer. Maybe I just go by myself, right? Okay, well now I'm dead. But then it made me think about myself too. So it's interesting. This is the one thing that I enjoy a lot about I guess like teaching others is that you also get to think about the biases in your mind, right? So like for me it's a bias towards like the groups of people. So for me it's like a bias towards, okay, like who like what group a person belongs to in terms of like their age bracket or something. I recognize that there's a bias there with me. I am an ageist and I'm proud to admit that I had higher hopes for Gen Z. I'm proud to admit that Gen Z should have done. I mean, Gen Alpha should have done better and should have at least surpassed Gen Z and the Millennials. Okay, you should have at least gotten a little bit past us. But I recognize that it's all about knowledge sharing, and that it really it's all about the ability for the older generations to pass on something for the newer generations to think about. I also enjoy the way that it made me realize that maybe I'm looking back at my past with a rosy set of glasses. Was it rosy lenses? Because it's like I think about the idea of like maybe I didn't know. Maybe I actually didn't know about what I was doing. And maybe in reality, I too didn't really understand the real cost of gas. I can't believe we actually got this. This is pretty impressive. I thought I was gonna die here for a while. Bobblehead. Yo! It's the crazy cat! It's the crazy cat that the guy's in love with. We didn't die. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna go to the tunnel. He said to bring the supplies to the tunnel. But I swear we did that last time, so I'm kind of worried that the game is a little broken right now. Because you hated the commute to your uni at one point. You're like, maybe you can go there on your bicycle instead. But your parents were like, are you crazy? And you were like, yeah, you're right, I'm gonna drop out instead. Holy shit. There's no way. Well, there were many other important reasons for dropping out, but the commute was still one of them. There's no way. Maybe he meant, what tunnel do I have to bring things to? Sorry. Oh, I've already done that. Okay, I see. Purchase the ice chains from the ice auto shop. Oh man. Okay, because that's funny to me. At the same time, I get it, because sometimes you think to yourself, you really don't want to do it, and so it's like you might as well just stop doing it. But like, to drop out after spending that much time, I think I'd be sad to like do that. Valid crash outs. Don't give them more reasons to keep doing what they do, chat. Okay, we need to let them know that, you know. Maybe, okay, you know what? Maybe you're not wrong. You know what? It's not the worst thing ever to say, okay, I'm like done with this, and I'd rather just spend my time doing something else. But did you please tell me you didn't spend all of your time playing Dota 2? Please. I'm begging you. Did you spend your time, like, I don't know, working out or doing things in life? Is that the mayor or like the... No, that's the old twin. Caught. Oh no. I mean, at the same time though, I think if my kid said, hey, I kind of want to drop out, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, yeah, sure. Because, you know, because as you say, there are reasons for it, right? It's not like we do these things because we don't want to. It's like kids too also recognize the inherent value of school. And so it's like if they're dropping out, it's because they don't really want to do some part of it for some reason, whatever that reason is. I see why I need the ice tires to get stuff like that. Okay, just need to carefully maneuver. Don't worry, I'm gonna be okay. I'm so sick with it, or I'm dead. And I think it's fine to take a little bit of a break to recover. But I do think it's funny that you just said, okay, well, the commute is too long, and it's one of the reasons. And so, because in my mind, am I just built different? In my mind, the commute doesn't matter. In my mind, the commute is never really a problem for me unless it's so impossible to fit in sleep. But that's only because I used to live very desperately. I used to be very poor and very desperate. So for me, it's like I would rather just like suck it up and then go, even if the commute's long. So for me, I think if you said to me that you're feeling depressed about your choice and you don't really enjoy what you're doing, and like maybe someone's bullying you or something, or just even like you made a choice that you thought was for you but isn't for you, I think I would respect that more as a parent than you saying sorry, the commute was too long. I feel like I feel like the commute thing is like that should be the lowest on the list of priorities. No, actually, you think you probably spent it fucking with your Linux computer, so it was worth it. Okay, but let me throw you this bone because I always think about this too, right? Because I suffer from this too. I suffer from this thing where I go, if only I had more time. You know how I always come on stream and I always say, if only I had more time. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I have the most time I've ever had in my entire life, and it's only gonna get harder because when you get older, most of your time is spent taking pills to stay alive. With the old people that I take care of right now, the amount of pills that they have to drink just to stay alive, like, there's a lot of pills, and so it's like, did the mountain just disappear? And so maybe, just maybe, I technically am in the best spot that I could ever be in to do whatever it is that I want to do, but because I keep telling myself that I have no time, I accidentally psyop myself into believing that I have no time. When in reality, this is the best time for me to make my move. So, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, you could have done Linux while you've been at school. But then at the same time, it's like, if you do Linux while you're at school, then you lose Aura. So it's like, maybe you made the right choice. Maybe you made the right choice to preserve Aura. I have heard of the generational Aura loss. My friend recently had a generational Aura loss recently, and we still don't look at him the same way. We actually still look at him. We still look down on him. Where am I even going in this game? Sorry, my brain turned off, and I went down this curve, and I kind of kept, and then I kept on driving this way, and now I don't know where I am. To be fair, your mom asked you if you want to drop out just because your GPA dropped like 0.4 in your second semester, which were just common classrooms, and you haven't stepped into your department yet. Okay, that's funny though, because then it's like your mom is like, honey, are you okay? You're 0.4 down. It's like, mom, it's only 0.4. It's not going to kill me. Like that, okay, that part, I'm very glad that I understood it's a bit of a psyop thing where it's like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's a bit of a psyop thing where, like, there's this insistence and this belief that your GPA is like the most important thing that you'll ever have in your entire life. Like genuinely, there's a weird thing that they do where they say that if you don't do this, then your life is over. Like that's how it feels like. And I'm very glad that I know that's not true, because like, man, that pressure of having to get a perfect score, like, it doesn't really make sense. Like, obviously you get better opportunities if you push for the highest score, because it reflects well on you. A lot of higher level programs, in terms of like their prestige, the connections that they have, and thus the opportunities, they do require very high marks and extracurriculars and stuff, sure, but there's a pathway for the average person. To some degree, there is a pathway to the average person here, and so I think it's, you know, totally fine for somebody to just be like, yeah, I want to be average, compared to going all the way into, you know, you gotta be the best of the best. And again, I was telling my niece this too. I was like, it's okay to be an average person. It's okay to be a normal person and not have to, and like not want to aim higher. It's okay to like aim high and then fail. It's okay to not go super high. Ellie and Fortino, Tui and Fit and Reed, and Forbin and Sixo, Theo and Cece. They are my friend. SODO 8 errors. You are my friend too. What? Unable to receive directive. Have an easy day. However, I also told her, I was like, in light of that too, you shouldn't feel afraid to try in life. It's cool to try in life. Because I think for her, you know, especially at that time, I definitely noticed her being around people who didn't seem to want to try. And obviously, this is a complicated matter because they're all kids, right? It's like, every child has a very different way of being raised within life, and like different values born upon them for a very long time. That's like based off of what their parents say. Oh, it's the kiddie delivery game. You missed out on the. Okay, it's good that you came now, because you would have been horrified at how many times I've like drowned, and you would have been horrified when my body went on fire. But welcome, hello. How are you? How are you doing? You know, okay, sorry, off topic, but you know the friend that I tried to introduce you to within Peak? She was like, she's afraid to show you how unhinged she is, right? And then I had to tell her that like you're the one who made the climbing out of the womb joke first. Like I didn't make that joke, you did. And I was like, and then I was telling her, I was like, you don't have to be afraid. Like you could just, like you could be as crazy as you want to be, because she's the one who made the joke about climbing out of the womb. But now she knows. Now she knows for next time. Now she knows, you know. Hopefully she feels better about wanting to be unhinged as much as she wants to be. Where are the flowers? Here. Don't mind the fact that I drowned. I'm actually curious about to see where my the ice towers gets me, because we can also get a fishing rod, and maybe it's worth more money to fish. Maybe it's worth no money, but let's try to fish after. Yeah, back on topic though. So I even had to tell my niece to like try, because I noticed that like a lot of people around her weren't really trying. And granted, we don't really have a good track record of like good role models in the family too. Aside from my mom and I and my father, like the three of us are the only people who really tried. It's so hard to explain, but like I'm the only one who even bothered to try to get like a higher education in spite of the cost, and I had to go through like a free loophole to like get it. And by loophole, I mean like it was like all online. My mom and my parents came over here and had no money and tried to make something of their life, you know, coming from for the war. And she's only had like 3 role models, right? So it's like, but even then, I was like, man, like we can change it now. And I worry that like she's getting into this state where it's like, you know, there's like a malaise starting to surround her. And I'm glad that I did, because like she actually recently told me, 1, she's getting into every school that she applied to. 2, she's going into social work. And I was like, sick. That's sick. At first, she wanted to be a pediatrician, but I think she gave up on that. I don't really know why. In a way, I'm still hoping to convince her to be a pediatrician, not because it's for me or for like the family, but I want her to like to let her know that like you don't have to just not do that just because it's a bit too hard. Like you can try and stretch yourself a little bit more to like do something that you really want to do. But I think she decided on social work because she specifically saw the need and wanted to do social work. So I'm like, hopefully what I talked about made sense, because there was a period of time when she was like, I don't really want to do anything, and then she was like, I don't really want to be a pediatrician or be a social worker or anything, and it's not really like worth it. And I was like, no, like, you know, it's worth it to like give it a shot in life, right? You have one life. And I remember telling her, yeah, exactly, teaching her that you don't get the chances that you don't take. Exactly. And then also like the idea of like you have one life, like you might as well make the best of it, you know, like live your life the way that you want to live, because it's like you have one single life. If you want to commit a crime, just go and do it. Who's gonna stop you? The police won't. Crime is out of control. No, I'm just kidding. Don't commit crime. At least take me off of your list, okay? Just like, if you commit crime because you want to, right? I commend you for living the way that you want to. Just don't do it to me. Do the thing that you want to, as long as it doesn't harm the social order. And if the thing that you want to do harms the social order, I'm sorry, but you need to go live in the woods. I'm sorry, but you need to go live in the woods. Like, we need to bring back exiling. Your child says, Dad, I want to commit thievery. It's like, son, no. And you have to throw him out to the woods. It's like, no. Why did you say that? You can't be here anymore. No. Maybe, okay, I see the speed chime now. The speed chime's a little annoying. I like to just, oh yeah, the radio. Where's... There we go. There we go. I was like, man, it sounds weird just talking the entire time. Yeah, the thing you're still learning from adulthood is how much to save for the future and how much to spend now. Okay, I've only just gotten the panic of like, oh shit, I might not have enough for retirement. Which, okay, crazy thing to say. Let me lower the volume just a little bit here. Crazy thing to say given what I do as like a job. But I was thinking to myself like, man, like, based on the metrics of how long we live on average, and when you might want to retire, and when I might start having issues, because I'm already having some issues, I was like, I might not make it through my entire retirement. Like, I might not make it all the way through, especially if they keep cutting certain like old person benefits, right? So I'm like, this probably isn't gonna work out very well. So I'm like, shit. So I was like, okay, now I'm in the panic of like, now I'm saving every single dollar again. Like, but you are correct though. I need to be careful about going too far the other way, where I'm like, maybe I should spend a little bit now too to enjoy life. But like, man, it's hard to get over that fear of what the future holds, and it's crazy because like, I think for anybody who is younger, you can't imagine what the future is. It seems so far away, and it seems like an impossibility to have a good future that in your mind, you pretty much don't even care about the future because it just doesn't really exist, right? Whereas when you have a future, you really want to hold on to it. And so now I'm at the point where it's like, I can see myself having like an okay future and I want to hold on to it, but I don't really know like if I'm ready to do so. But I wish I was doing so when I didn't know that I had the future. I went too far. No, it is here. I have to go to Snowy Peaks, right? Maybe that's what he meant by meet him at the tunnel. No, wait. No. That was the last quest. This one is for something else. Yeah. I really wish that this game had... I wish more games did this thing where they play the audio through loading screens. I rarely find a game that does that as a mechanic, and I wish more games did. Holy shit, this is such a long... Why did I take this? Why did I take this job? Oh god. You know, speaking of delivery jobs, I was thinking about a way to combat tipping. I know, okay, I know this makes me sound evil, but I'm just saying, I feel like tipping is a stupid thing to have because it's this invisible cost to the thing that I'm paying for. What if we do counter tipping? So we have a counter culture of tipping called counter tipping. If you tip $5, they tip you $6. If you tip $5, they tip you $4, and then it like goes down and down and down every time that you do it. That way, it incentivizes you not to bother tipping because then you're gonna lose your money. Tipping isn't... You don't tip over there? Wait, okay, is it really... Okay, because I heard that might be a thing, but I didn't realize that was a thing. Is there no tipping where you guys are from, chat? Is it only an American and a Canadian thing? And if so, why do we do it? I had a friend who argued that tipping was the one thing that made the job worth it. To like, in terms of like, let's say a service job. And I was like, yeah, because those jobs suck. And like, yeah, it's because they're underpaid, but it doesn't mean that I want them to be paid less. It means I want the system to be changed so that they're paid more, so that I don't have to pay out the wazoo for something that should have the cost baked into the system. Because at least then I would know not to eat out. And even then, like I've noticed that like tipping charges or like the money that you're expected to tip, like it feels very, very high compared to the ways that the costs get baked into goods. Because like as a business, you can bake the cost of or like the higher cost into your goods to a higher degree. Sorry, to a lesser degree because it's spread over larger amounts of items. Whereas tipping, it's like you have to do it at that moment for like a fairly high amount. You think it's just in America and Canada, sadly. Tipping is a voluntary thing here. Fuck. We really did this to ourselves, huh? Chad, we really did this to ourselves. You don't think it's much of a thing, yeah, but you don't go outside, so you're not sure. You're the only honest person here. Thank you for letting me know that you don't go outside. See? Because it's like, I know all of you are lying, because there's no way all of us go outside. Think about it. If all of you go outside, you wouldn't be here. So somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. I've seen some of your names too many times to know that not all of you are going out. But yeah, see, so what do you think of my counter tipping culture? You have to leave the house for work. See, you're the only honest person here, because that also explains why I never see you. But also, it's because of time zone. I wish... Is this a crazy wish? I wish that the world had one single time. I don't know if this makes sense, but like, not just time zones. I literally wish that there was just one time for everything. Because in my mind, it doesn't make sense for there to be so many different variations of a time. It's just too complicated. Wow, $81, sure. So I gotta go back down to get this. If I'm on the... Okay, if I'm over... Sorry, oh god, this menu is very confusing. So a flat Earth? Yes! Yes. Wait a minute. You're on to something here. Maybe the flat Earth people are just the most pragmatic. They're like, okay, round Earth people or like round Earth people are the optimists. Flat Earth people are the pragmatists. The flat Earth people look towards a flat Earth as a reality in the hopes that we can all communicate and live on the same time zone and have space with each other. Compared to the round Earth people who willingly decide that we don't want to talk to people on the other side of the world because it's their bedtime. Well, it's also 1 a.m. here. Shit. Okay, how about this? One time zone, we all sleep at the same time, no matter if it's morning or nighttime. Time zones are a social construct. Well, I've since learned they're also like a math one actually. I've also learned that they're a math one as well as a science one. That's why we have leap years and leap times, because it's not accurate. Which also, by the way, that's crazy to me. Imagine you have a system that is designed to keep track of time, and it's not accurate by default, and you have to adjust for it every single year the same way, and or like every 3 years you then have an extra day. It's like, this is insane. We might as well change time now and fix it so that it's the right thing already. That way we can then also get rid of time zones. We all have one time zone, because think about this. Everybody has access to blackout lines, right? You have access to the blackout lines, and you can use them to block the sun. So theoretically, you can sleep at any time. We should just all sleep at the same global time. Depression would rise then, right? If you sleep in the day but only see nighttime. Speak for yourself. I've never seen the sun, and I've never been happier in my entire life. Every time I go step outside in the sun, I'm always like, this is awful. Speak for yourself. No, but you're right. It's something about vitamin D. But then, you ever see the photo of, I think it was in the Soviet Union, back when they were going through the Cold War or something. There was like this thing that they had to do where they had the UV lamps, and they would just put people in front of in front of UV lamps, like plants, and then they would give them vitamin D. I think we should just do with that. Actually, that'd be kind of a sick concept for a city. A city that never has lights, that has moved on to having a UV light sun, that has a giant sun, and it's like critical to the way that life is. Earth is geocentrism. Don't believe in the heliocentrism. The sun is not the center. Earth is the center. Think about it. If Earth wasn't the center of the universe, why do we live on Earth? When we are God's children. Exactly. You really like autumn days. It's cool enough and good for going on walks. Yes, I agree. Terminate. Offline? Have an easy day. Are you okay? She got terminated. I also enjoy that too. I also enjoy the way that, I don't know what the term is, but it feels like the dawn and the dusk in the autumn seems to last for a very long time. Like it's a nice level of lighting too, where it's like in summer, like the sun can be a little bit too bright, not just in terms of temperature, but in terms of the way that it blinds you too. And the way that it makes everything very, very bright and shiny and blinding. Whereas in like fall and autumn, maybe it's the same thing, but like something about the way that the sun is, it has a much calmer feel to it. It feels very nice and mellow. I'm also a fall person. For me, fall is second best, winter is best. Well, winter would be best if we didn't have the weird slush that's on the roads after cars drive. Then it would be the best. But because we have the weird slush, I don't really enjoy it as much as I do as fall. Fall, I think, is a good, nice range to stick in that like gives you most of the benefits of winter, which is mainly that everybody that you don't want to talk to doesn't go outside. And when you go outside, everybody leaves you alone because they're too tired and cold to talk to you. And you have to wear more clothing so you get to look as unapproachable as you want. Those are the three key things that I like about fall, because that's the only reason why. It's the antisocial season. We need less social societies. Okay, everyone, please listen to my rant. We need less social societies. The more that we communicate, the worse that my life is. It really makes you wonder how I've been employed for so long. It makes you wonder how I even had like a career for 10 years. It's like, yeah, how did this guy even like work for like a total of like what, like 10, 11 years now? It just doesn't make any sense. Well, let me tell you, I really tried not to. Do I call hooded sweatshirts as hoodies or bunny hugs? I've never heard of a bunny hug. But I'm gonna call them that from now on because it sounds really cute. I call them hoodies. Everyone that I know of calls them hoodies too. Although I've heard some people call them sweaters, and I feel like that's wrong. That's like the more wrong option compared to all of them. Okay, where do I pick up the flower? Oops. But I like the idea of a bunny hug. You thought bunny hugs was a Canadian thing. Well, it could be, but maybe like not like the good parts of Canada. This sounds like the Unabomber manifesto. What does that mean? I don't like people. I wish society was less social. Oh, wait, yeah, it kind of does. Yeah. Well, so I think like at least Southern Ontario takes a lot of hints and notes of American culture. So it's like, at least here we use a lot of the slang from American and Britain actually. Like there's a lot of slang from Britain that's over here too. So it's like we're a weird mix of multiple places. Whereas like I think as you go further towards like say Alberta and stuff, I think it's as you go towards Vancouver and Alberta, that's when you start to see more real Canadian terms, right? Whereas like Southern Ontario doesn't really have much. And then we don't talk about Quebec because like they're their own person. Quebec and Montreal is their own like deal. Don't like people, streams and talks to strangers. Well, you know what it is? Maybe, okay, you know what? Now you've made me realize, maybe it's just because I don't like talking. Maybe I just don't like the act of talking. I've what's it? I read this webtoon called Let's Play. There's this one character in it where she never talks. She only types on her phone. And I'm like, wait, that's sick. Because I'm like, that's a good way to live. Honestly, talking is a very tiring thing, right? But like, I also don't like hearing voices. I don't know why. Hearing voices freaks me out. It sounds crazy. Like, when I say it out loud, it sounds insane. But I feel like hearing voices breaks me out of my space. Here, like the weird part about streaming that I really enjoy, or at least the weird part about being in an online space, I get to communicate without ever leaving my zone, right? Which is interesting, where it's like, I can always feel comfortable. Whereas like if I have to go to someone's house to talk to them, I have to like be in a comfort zone where it's like their comfort zone. It's a small talk that's tiring. Yes, very, very tiring. Yeah, I enjoy like something about the fact that like it's meaningless words that have to be said makes me feel like, you know what it is? It's because it leaves me with no motivation to want to say anything, and so I have to force myself to say something to keep it going. Because that's the point of small talk. Whereas like I think if there's a natural topic that people get interested in and you're only ever expected to speak when that natural topic aligns with what you want, then it's very easy because your genuine interest can like motivate you. But also I think I just am very sensitive to noise. I just don't think I like the idea of people seeing me and people like talking to me. The mod is the same way. Well, one day I asked the mod because I was like, okay, I don't really like, I know her, but like we're still two different people, right? And I was like, what I'd like to do with all my friends is I'd like to have like a longer session where, you know, we get to know each other more before we sort of break past that first barrier. Because I think that there's like that barrier of like that like casual social that I will always want to break out of to see, okay, well, who is this person? What are they? What do they feel like about the world? And I was like, do you want to do it online or do you want to do it offline? And then she's like, please online. I don't want to leave my home. And I was like, I get it. She doesn't want to be anywhere. It's just something about the feeling of like you have to be there and then someone like sees you and you have to like act a certain way and then you have to make small talk if you're there. Online, it feels nice to just be in silence. I'm just antisocial, Chad. I'm just realizing. Running out of fuel. Head to the nearest fuel station. What if I just die? Can I get fuel by dying or no? I guess I can't, eh? Oh. Because I'm running out of fuel? Is that why I'm freezing? I can't really tell. Seems like that's the reason why. But yeah, at least for streaming, I do find it a lot easier. Something about it feels simpler in my mind than having to do a real-life conversation. And I think it's just that face-to-face moment. Not to say that's a face-to-face moment, fast doesn't feel good sometimes, but most of the time it doesn't really feel appealing to me. It's nice to just say nothing and do nothing. Introverts crying about the plans they made a week ago because they were in a good mood and regret it when it's time to go to set plan. Yes! All the time! I always do that, always. Sweet Destination hates it, actually. It's funny actually talking to my friends. So one, I realized that Sweet Destination is not as much of an extrovert as I realized. Two, I realized that she's not as much of an introvert that she thinks she is, though. So it's like she's also a fake introvert, but also she feels some of her pain in that. Yeah, it's exactly that. Like you're in a certain mood when you agree to things, and then you have to go to them. And but the weird part too is that like when I go, I have a good time. But like it's just a moment before when I'm like I don't really want to go. It's those moments before when I think to myself, I really wish I said no at that time. And yet when I get there, it's usually almost always a good time. Like if I say hello and I say, yeah, I'll show up to some party or something, usually almost always a great time. It's just for some reason in that moment, I just go like, you hate the drive to the place, but then once you're there, then you're happy. Yes, the drive too. Something about the commute just sucks. I wish there were teleporters, honestly. I think I would see people more if there was a teleporter. Because when the conversation gets quiet and they have to do something, I could teleport myself back home and just go on my PC for like, you know, the 15 minutes that they go take a shit. And then I can, you know, come back when they're here. That's why we need teleporters. We need teleporters. That way you can just teleport yourself home when the conversation gets quiet. If EasyGo offered mental health service benefits, I tell my therapist about you. You're lucky they don't offer benefits at all. That's $48. Now go away. Why do you hate me so much? I haven't done anything to you. Does Sweet Destination know about this new upcoming streamer, Sweet Defecation? You think they would get along? So what's funny is that I'm not even the one who made that name for her. That's the crazy part. Somebody else made the name Sweet Defecation for her, and I was like, holy shit, that's the best name I've ever heard in my entire life. And so I was like, I have to use this. Just something about that name is hilarious to me. Because again, she made that name when she was like, I don't know, like what she said. I think she told me she made it when she was like 12 for Tumblr, and it just stuck, right? So now we just make fun of her saying that she's Sweet Defecation. It is Sweet Release. Holy shit! I should have made my name Sweet Release. Oh yeah. So the reason why we can't do the adult game stream yet is because we lost our credit card. So. We actually lost both of them. We were on a date, and I think we left it somewhere, and so now they're both gone. And I didn't know this, so I should have probably bought the games before I canceled them and ordered new ones. But Canada Post is still on strike, and I didn't know. So it might take like a month for them to send the new card. So there's a very good possibility that we might not even be able to play it. I'm gonna try tonight to make it so that we can still do the stream at the same time, but there's a high likelihood that because of Canada Post strike and because of us losing our cards, that we might not be able to. But also, like the OnlyFans thing, I'm so sad that the OnlyFans thing didn't work out, because the OnlyFans thing, this does seem like the best website to do it on, because again, an adult game stream where we play these stupid funny, it's not a Guna stream, it's just funny adult games, right? But the thing about these adult games is that, like, OnlyFans is the best place to do it because they do all the checks and balances for me. So if you're there, then you're there because you should be there, or because you're allowed to be there. But also, like, they don't care what you do in terms of like the adult stuff. Whereas like everywhere else is a bit more risky. But I also ran into issues during the verification. So one, guess when my passport expired? Last week. And I was like, fuck. And they don't take an expired passport for it, so I have to get a passport. But guess how you get a passport? You have to wait for them to send it through Canada Post. And no joke, there's a warning on the website. They were like, listen, we literally cannot guarantee that you'll even receive this. It might not even exist. There's a good chance that it might not even make it to you, or it might not even like make it through anything. So I was like, okay, like there's a very good chance that we'll never get anything for like a while. And I don't mind because it's like they're striking for a good reason. But like, yeah, it's like a what-whoa, it's like a what-whoa type of thing where I'm like, I don't know what to do. So, fancy seeing you here. I think a lot about love. I didn't really understand there was more to it than flirting. I decided I'll stay here forever and search for love. Even if I find nothing, I'll have lived a full life. Okay, you do that. You have fun finding love. I'm gonna do my own thing. Okay, bye. So yeah, there's a lot of funny things that like happen, and I was like, fuck, the timing of it. You know what I mean? My driver's license has been expired for like a while because I'm too lazy to like do it. And I was thinking to myself, I think 2 weeks ago, we have this thing in my province called an ID card, because it's like a handy alternative to a driver's license, where like you don't really want to, because like not everyone needs a driver's license or like has one, because if you take the bus, then you never really need to maintain it. Like you can just leave it expired for like a fair amount of time, because it costs money to keep renewing it, right? And so it's like, okay, maybe I should have gone for that, because I was thinking to myself, you know, that'd be kind of good to use whenever I need to verify who I am, right? But then, guess what? That also has to come through Canada Post. So I'm like, man, like everything takes Canada Post. Like you have to, everything takes a long time to get to you through Canada Post, and I don't really know what to do. But at the same time, I'm not mad, right? I got 2 bobbleheads. They're doing, I lost the payload. Wait, but what's over here? Like they're doing the strike because they need more money, because they don't get paid much at all. What is over here actually? What is all this? It's like a whole section over here. It's like we're driving on top of the building. I know we don't have the payload, but I just want to see what this is. No shit! That's a shortcut. No shit. Okay, where's the payload? Where's the payload? Oops. My driving scares me. Trust me, it scares me too. You should see in American Truck Simulator, where the way that I drive is I skirt in front of cars, and I try to like push people off, and I go, my right away, as I like push a car off the side of something. I'm just saying, like if you see a truck coming and your first instinct is to try to cut the truck off, that's on you, right? The only person that can save you now is God. And I agree, because I'm not gonna bother stopping for you. Like, buddy, it's my right of way. Oh, here we go. But I promise you, I'm a much better driver in real life. But so now that's the situation. So that's the reason why the OnlyFans thing didn't work out. All 3 IDs were expired, and the timing was perfect, because again, the stuff lasts for so long that you don't even know. And what's weird is that like the passport lasts just long enough to where it's like right before you might want to go on vacation. But because if you go on vacation maybe 15 or like once every 15 or 20 years like I do, then it's like, okay, then it might last long enough, but then it also expires like the day after, or like the day before you would want to go, so then you're stuck there. It's like, oh, the bigger vehicle, exactly, the bigger vehicle will always win. That's exactly it. Yep. I live by that mantra. I live by the mantra of the bigger something will always win. The vehicle, the person, the weapon. I mean, usually not the people, but well, it depends. I can probably be a little bit more slippery than somebody who is larger than me in terms of height or size. Also, I love how as soon as I start driving, the top 2 boxes fall off. Where am I going? Wrong way. But I live by that mantra. That's why I have a small dog. That way I feel safe and secure. Because think about this. A dog is meant to make you feel safe and secure, right? But if you get a large dog that like kind of overpowers you, then it's scary. So you might as well just get a small dog. That way you feel safe and secure. It's like a placebo that costs you money. would just be faster. Oh, I'm fast, all right. Call me 2 second, 2 second Sam. Call me 2 second Sam. 2 second Sam. Oh god, oh god, oh god, my fingers are getting tired. I can't hold them. It takes too long till I drive. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Large dog shaver. It's their fault for being large. And making me feel afraid. Though I will say, I really want a large dog because I'm the type of dog owner that like lets the dog sleep on the bed. Because I think to myself, if you have a dog and they don't get to sleep on your bed with you, it's like, what's the point of having a dog? In my mind, your dog is like your family, and it's like, sure, they might be a little stinky and you might have to wash their feet, but like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just dogs. So why don't you just let them like hang out with you on your bed or like play with them, or you know what I mean? Like, are my tires just shit? What happened? Why is it so hard to leave? Like I think to myself, that's where a dog wants to be, right? And on top of that, if I get attacked, they can instantly save me. So it's like a win-win. But like, I know a lot of people who like don't want that, which is weird to me because I'm like, what's the point of the like dog? Because then it's like, I mean, it's kind of weird to say, but it feels like maybe the like dog is like a trophy. But I also especially want the dog on the bed so I can use them as a pillow. Something about them being a pillow just seems so appealing to me. Because they're so big and fluffy, and then they also like massage your head because they breathe up and down. Like, that's good. If Murph could, he would want a bear dog. Yes! They're like bear hunting dogs, right? Those things are massive. I want those too. I really want one. I knew someone with one, actually. It was a really, really sweet dog. And I was like, oh, you sweet dog, you're used to hunt bears. I was like, holy shit, this dog is being used to hunt bears, and here it is doing tricks for me. Like sit down and then roll around. It's like, why is it so happy with me? This thing could eat me. And I still think about that. And I still want a dog like that too. I don't think there's a shortcut. Yeah, we know that you wouldn't be able to take care of it though. So no bear dog. Yeah, like the large dogs. Yeah, that was my thing too. I mean, Missy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Missy was kind of a mistake. Not that I don't love her, and not that she's been bad for us, but as in like, quite literally, my wife just randomly found a dog one day, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess we have a dog now. Like, I was just like, oh, I guess we have a dog now. I actually asked her. I was like, how did you find her? And I was like, really? That was it? And then she was like, yeah. Because what she said was, she went on Facebook, somebody was posting about their dog that they couldn't take care of, and then they were talking, and then they realized that we could take care of her because we've had dogs. Because we had dogs and we love them. And then they were like, yeah, like, okay, well, yeah, you take care of the dog. And then she was just like, all right, cool, we have a dog now. The mistake child, no. But you know what? She's the best mistake that I could have ever made. Ooh. The best mistake that I could have ever made. No, I'm just kidding. She's costing me. She's costing me a lot every single month. I'd rather have a virtual dog than a real dog. No, I'm just kidding. She's a very good dog. But it is funny to think that like, it was just random. Like one day she just called me, and then she was like, honey, I'm coming home and we have a dog. And I was like, what? And then she was like, I'm super tired, I just came from New York. And I was like, what? I was like, how did you drive from here to New York? And I was like, because I was thinking to myself, did you fly? But then she was like, no, I drove. And I was like, you drove to New York and back for this dog? I was like, what happened? And then only when she arrived did she tell me. So I went on Facebook. And I was like, oh shit, that's sick. Yeah, you have 3 mistakes like that. Yeah, but like, that's like the cat thing, right? Like a cat it's the like cat distribution system, right? It's where they choose you. If anything, you're the cat's mistake. Where it's like, okay, well, maybe animals look at us the same way that we look at them. Like, I have to take care of this stupid creature because they don't know what to do. It's like, why don't you know what to do? Here, human, eat this mouse. I haven't seen you eat all day. But see, family and love is never accidental. Family and love is just the way it is, you know? It's never a mistake. Or maybe, well, I mean, it's happy little accidents. Happy little accidents, everybody. Happy little accidents. But let me tell you, I don't think anybody's gonna top my wife driving to New York for a Chihuahua puppy. That's still impressive to me. That's why cats eat the prey. Yes! I love that behavior. I wish dogs did it too. I know that Missy could kill something. Like, cause she has a squeaky toy, right? And like the way that she plays with the squeaky toy, I know that if she wasn't a small dog, she'd be a murderer. She would be a monster. And so I think to myself, like, maybe it's a good thing that she's very small, cause her prey drive is surprisingly high. And I think to myself, like, but then I think to myself, like, I kind of wish that they would share their prey with us, because I'm curious to see what a dog would bring versus a cat. Because cats bring stuff like, I don't know, like birds and shit, right? But like a dog, like, they might bring something like, I don't know, like a stick. Like, I kind of want to get like a giant stick somewhere. Seems cool. How do I make coffee? Oh, I don't have any, I have no ingredients. Although he does have tea, but it's hanging on top of there, so I can't drink it. Oh. Meow, you're a mistake. It has a whole sentence structure, like, meow, you're a mistake. Maybe you can only do stuff here. You also bought a dog and told your SO after you did they hated GSDs, but now it's the fave. Yes. Honestly, like, I get it. Like, again, I wasn't at all mad. I was just excited because I was like, oh my god, we have a puppy. Because you know, I think it's like in the moment, there's only really some opportunities, and you kind of just want the opportunity now. And again, it's that feeling of, oh my god, we get to have a new family. Ember, that joy at the moment, it just makes you go, okay, well, I'll do it now and then I'll explain later, because it's like, this is, the moment is right, the time is right, and if you don't do it now, then the opportunity's gone. I get it. But New York, like, that's a that's a long drive. Like, again, it took her like 9 hours. I was like, holy shit, you were driving for 9 hours from here to New York for a dog? Jesus. But hey, now she's a great she's a great dog. But again, what's funny too is that so the reason why they gave her away was because she was the mistake of the litter too. She's balding. She's a really weird fucked up dog. Like, it's, but what's funny is that she's a healthy dog. She's like a fully purebred, like comes from a very old line of purebred chihuahuas who have been in like multiple shows. But they were like, yeah, like this time the litter was very large, and this time the dog is a little bit fucked up because they're balding, and you know, people don't really like bald dogs. Like people in dog shows are weird because they want like a very nice looking dog, right? And so they were like, hey, maybe you want this dog, and I was like, all right, sure. I guess that makes sense. But imagine that. And then, no joke, I checked out her price online, which is a little bit of a weird thing to say. She's like $8,000, man. Howdy, whippersnapper. Golly, I'm knackered. It's been a splendid little while, huh? You know, whippersnapper. Nice to spend some time with dear old Foreman. Howdy. So, I don't know how my wife did it, but my wife has like the gift of the gab, where it's like she's able to convince people that, like, yeah, like this is just a normal, like she can probably talk away into getting anything. It's actually pretty impressive. And I don't know how she does it. I need a food store because my energy is too low inside the game for me to do anything. Need more energy. So this takes me to what? Delivery to where? 11 kilometers. How? Your GSD wasn't that expensive and she's a show line. Well, so maybe the site that I was looking at was wrong, but something about the fact that, like, I don't know, there's like designer purebred dogs where they're sold only because they're almost like toys. Like, it's like weird. But to be granted, the site that I was on, it was the first link that I searched when I looked up like I don't know, fancy Chihuahua breeds. And also, like, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but like, everything that I saw there, I was like, this is an insane price for like a puppy. But I was thinking to myself, like, man, this is. It feels like a weird industry where you buy a dog because you want to, like, because you want like a certain type of like vibe to your dog, like a weird designer style dog. And I was like, this is such a weird space to be in, because when I think of a dog, I think to myself, that's like a living being that you're bringing into your life, not really like a thing you buy just for the sake of buying it. All this to say, I don't get it either. But when I see some of these prices, I just, to be fair though, I think for dog prices, I guess in my mind it's like it's a lot, but at the same time, now that I think about it, maybe it's not that much, because like, how much is the dog price really compared to their lifetime? I guess. Like, I would even pay like $5,000 for her too, right? Well, I'd maybe pay like $2,000 for her. She's, you know what I mean? But it's like, how much does it cost you compared to their entire life? We finally get to buy a blind bag. I think those radio towers are beaming secret messages directly into our brains. Every time actually, wait, how much? Let's see if we can find like a dog site. Chat. Let's go check out some like dogs. Okay, what's a good... Showline is a new word. Showline Chihuahua. Purebred. Okay, maybe... Where? Okay, this is... What is this? Huh? Oh! Chat. Oh, this is such a cute little site. Look at this site. It's a site going over all kinds of Chihuahuas. These are the retired show dogs. These are the winners. Look at that. These are the winning dogs. They're just there. Our Chihuahua, she doesn't have such a short nose. Like, our Chihuahua has a really nice long nose. That's the other thing too, is like, our Chihuahua doesn't look like her siblings. Her siblings look ugly. Our Chihuahua looks like a rat. So I'm like, but at least she has a long nose. But this is not a... Okay, how do you find like a site that where we can buy price? Is this a reasonable price? Kijiji? I'm not buying a fucking dog off a Kijiji dog. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's similar. I mean, this is a similar site to what I found. $3,500 to $6,000. Please note that the price is in Canadian if you're in Canada, in USD. Wait. So that's crazy. They don't. So what's crazy is that the Canadians, it costs less for a Canadian because of the conversion rate. So the US people technically pay more. But yeah, this is similar to the one that I saw where it's like, oh, they have like a bunch of dogs that they breed that are like the purebreds, and it's like, yeah, it could be anywhere from like $3,000 to $6,000 or like up. Like, this is insane to me. But like, do you see what I mean? Like, something about the way that they present the dogs, and something about the way that they talk about the dogs, it feels like they want you to get the dog because it's like a designer dog. It's strange. You paid for the temperament because you want a big dog that you can still handle. Did I read that already? But also, like, that's a good choice too, because I did hear that like the like dogs that do shows that are much larger, that they have temperament issues where it's like it's difficult to handle them if you don't have the skills. Because it's like with a Chihuahua, I feel like even if they have a high temperament, I can just pick her up. You know what I mean? Like, I can just pick her up with one hand, stare at her, and then she'll eventually lick me in my face, right? Whereas like for like a big dog, it might eat me. So I'm like, oh shit. So you know what? I would pay for that too. If anything, it's like mom and dad's dog. Then the dog comes with the rules. Yes. Maybe. We need to find a different site that has a different... Sorry, I'm like searching off on the side here. Is there another site that shows like where you buy a dog? What's the price for Chihuahua in 2025? No. ChihuahuaPuppies.ca. This is like this is the most sketchiest site I've ever seen in my entire life. ChihuahuaPuppies.ca. What? Again, also, do you guys know about what Kijiji is? Do you have a similar thing in where you are? So Kijiji here is a thing where you go and you buy things on the site that you just want to buy. Like, you can use it to buy bikes and cars. It's a bit like Craigslist. It's like buying things off of Craigslist. So this is like you getting a dog off of Craigslist. I feel kind of bad for these dogs being sold off of like the Craigslist equivalent of in like Canada because it's like this feels like puppy mills or like farms where they just keep popping out thing. Oh, Gumtree, that was Gumtree. Free classified ads, real. Oh my god, there is Chihuahua puppies, though they are a lot cheaper here. Probably hobby breeders, yeah, probably. But then it's like I just feel so bad for the dogs because then it's like breeding as a hobby. I mean, to be fair, it's pretty fun to breed. To be fair, but breeding as a hobby, I know it's everything. I know it's something that most of us take part in. Sorry for those of you who do not. That's on you. But most of us take part in the hobby breeding thing ourselves. But I feel like hobby breeding a dog just feels wrong because it's like if you never get to sell the dog, what do you do with the dog? You know what I mean? Like it just feels weird. Dogs especially, like it feels weird to bring a life into existence just to make money. I'm just sort of like that just feels wrong. Whereas like you just have a dog, like if my dog happens to get pregnant, then it's just like randomly pregnant, and I'm like, well, I guess I have like five dogs now, right? No, just Facebook Marketplace, and the seller puts a price in the description and not the price tag stuff. So true. I hate that so much. Yes, so true. I always hate that because it's like, man, like you have to like click on it to go check out more, and the price is always some insane number that just doesn't make sense. How about what other things can you get? Tesco. Let's just search like a Tesco. Wait, can you buy food here? Sandwich toaster. I don't know. Can you just get like a food sandwich? How do you search for food for sale? Food. They don't sell live food. You know what's crazy? Facebook Marketplace. You can go and buy food. Like it's possible for you to just go and get a meal from someone. What about in Canada? Can you buy food? Like, can I get like a sandwich? Oops, I misspelled sandwich into sandwich. Bernese Mountain Dog for $3,000. Wait, what? Chip stand? Yo, chat. Holy shit, chat. I could get I could get a chip stand. I could get a chip stand, and I could be a Subway sandwich artist. Wow. There's Pet Finder, which also seemed like a shitty site too. Pet Finder. Okay, that one sounds super shitty. Pet Finder. Oh yeah, this looks a little scary. Let's go like New York. Bap, 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 bap. Chihuahua. Decline. Oh. Maybe you know what? Not only is it shady, the website doesn't work because the search term doesn't even matter. Oh no! These are mixes. These are mixes. You know what I really want? I want to see a mix of a husky chihuahua. Is that possible? Holy fuck! There is a husky chihuahua mix. Oh shit, chat. It's real. Oh my god, it's real. God, look at it. I've always wanted this because I think it's funny. Okay, so one thing that I did like I was telling my wife, there's a husky corgi. Oh shit, that's cute. Oh my god. There was one thing that I did want to do. I wanted a large dog as a puppy. That way Missy, the small dog, could like dominate this larger dog. Because you know how like dogs have like a hierarchy for some reason, right? And you have like the elder dog and like every other like younger dog, even though they're still friends, but like there's like a hierarchy of like I'm your surrogate parent of like some kind, or that is Missy the alpha? Yes, she bullies every single dog. It's actually pretty funny to see because again, she's not that much longer than my forearm. She's not that much longer than my forearm, right? She's like a very, very small dog. Her head, okay, so take your thumb, take your index finger and link them making a circle. That's the size of her head. She's very, very small. So it's like she's just there, but she's like an alpha dog. You would worry about the prey drive of the large dog. Yes, that's what I'm worried about too. But that's why I think we get a large dog that has no prey drive, like a golden retriever, right? Because then imagine Imagine the golden retriever tries to act up, and you see the thing that is holding it back is this small dog, this small chihuahua that just goes, "Okay, calm down, buddy." Damn, this is like a fully set up chip stand. But also, this looks awful. Why did they choose this location? It seems kind of nasty. Partners, sizzle and grill. This is probably the worst thing I've seen. Like, one, the food that they chose, the description of the food sucks. Partners, sizzle, and grill. Two, this does not look like a good location for any type of business, even though they have flowers. Yes, still side, eat next to the propane tank. Yes, if it explodes, you'll be the first to go. Similar listings, bed slide, used carbide. You know, one day, we're just gonna check out these listings because I think it's funny to look at it. Because there's something weird. Because again, people sell stores on this website. Like, people sell whole stores. Like, if I search for a store, sandwich maker. If I search for a whole store, you get an entire store, or like here we go. What the? Wait, chat. These are some insane things. Look at this. Custom high-end business and gaming computers. On Kijiji by PC Works. Custom computers. Whether it's a high-end gaming computer for AutoCAD or 3D design, get it done by Hamilton's trusted people. Then you get like a 2006 Bentley hiring sales store. So look, you can buy commercial store for rent. You can also buy a Snickers store display for some reason. It's for $220. And for some reason, you can get an entire store. Any business can do barbershop, salon, sale, and phone repair. Nobody goes to this mall. I've never even heard of this mall. The poulet rouge that you're eating is making you so full, you don't have to eat it all in one go. You can't save it. Or do the people in your workplace steal it, right? Because that is a thing that I do think about, where it's like, if my coworkers steal my food, then I have to eat it quickly. But if you can, bring it home, save yourself, and then you'll have a good snack for later. Pizza store for $110,000. That is, I mean, actually, for $110,000, that's not that bad. Because you buy the business, and then if you really need to, you can sleep in the back. So you basically have a home for $110, right? As long as no one sees you, you can sleep inside the freezer. And on top of that, oh, but it looks disgusting though. Oh god, that's the menu tacked onto the wall. Oh Jesus. Okay, sorry. We're going down like a major tangent. Every time I change the channel on the radio, the music changes. Awfully suspicious. That'll cost me $50. Sure. Do you mind? What did I get? Black paint. You can smell the rats inside the picture. Yes, exactly right. Like, that just not, it just doesn't seem good. Does not seem good. You can smell the rats, you can smell the grease. I mean, to be fair, pizza grease smells amazing. Oh god, I would love to eat pizza grease right now. I wish someone would drip pizza grease down my chin and onto my chest, onto my bare chest, so I could slurp it up Oh god, that pizza grease, that delicious pizza grease. My favorite pizza in the entire city is this one restaurant that makes this pizza, and it makes the cupped pepperoni cups, and when they cook it, oh god, it's so good. Because what happens is, it gets all nice and then crispy, and the oil just drips off of it, and you have this beautiful greasy pepperoni flavor. Oh god, I really want that pizza. It really sucks because delivery pizza isn't bad, but the way most delivery pizza places do their pepperoni feels so weak. I'm buddy, pepperoni should be nice, crispy, get a little nice little bite to it, a little crunch. The flavor should be dripping off of it, just oozing from it. The cheese just pulling away from the bread. Where am I going? And that's a good pizza in my mind. and there's only one pizza place that ever makes it. You know what? If I was rich enough, I've actually thought about this. One of my recurring dreams, and I don't know if this is because I'm like this. I don't know if this is because I'm a fat ass, but one of my recurring dreams is that I have a home, and in my home there's a Taco Bell, and like it's a normal home, but when I go downstairs to the main floor, there's a Taco Bell inside my home. And there's an employee there that is like specifically dedicated to making me Taco Bell, and I don't know why, but like it's the best dream ever because every time I go into the dream, I love it. I love my Taco Bell employee. They're so good to me. One energy drink, please. Hey, mate. I almost didn't notice you. I've been so deep in thought about the injustices of the world. Now it costs you 4.75. Cheers. Thank you. Thanks for your drink. I'll throw it right on the floor. Thank you. I'll buy a tea bag as well. Thank you. Hey, mate. Cheers. I'll buy coffee too. Cheers. Actually, there's a lot of food that like I can't find anymore. Like there was always these like one-off places that like used to make the food, and then they'd be the only ones in the entire city making the food, and now they don't exist anymore. Like there's this one Japanese fried chicken place that was really good. They were the only ones who made the fried chicken the way that they did, and my god was it amazing. And guess what happened? They shut down. They're no longer here. Wait, easy part. Like this one? That was easy. And the reason is because for some reason they staked their entire business. Hey mate. What? So I can begin to repair the ozone layer. Wait, sorry. What'd you say? Sorry, I skipped ahead. The only reason that they failed is because they opened in this like weird alley thing. It was like an indoor. It's such a stupid concept. I don't know why the fuck the city did it, and then I don't know why the city like bungled the entire thing. But it was an indoor alleyway food market, which was cool. But the problem is that it was indoors, so you could never find it. Like you had to know about it to go to it, which defeats the purpose of it being a food place that's designed to get people to go to it the same way that like food market stalls are meant to be. So nobody ever went to it, which meant that nobody ever knew about it, which meant that this like business went out of money. And then I lost out on the best Japanese fried chicken in the entire city. And then I don't know what they're thinking, but then they decided we're gonna do a food truck on the side of the road, and the spot that they chose was in the middle of fucking nowhere. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, what are you doing, you idiots? Please, I'm begging you. And then they died, and then they died, and then now they don't do business anymore. But I'm like, why do you keep making the worst possible decisions? Like, this is not Japan, okay? I feel like in Canada, you can't do what would have worked in Japan. It's just impossible. We don't have the same type of like food culture that's over there. We don't have the same way that people can like go around and find food or like want to go to check out a place, and we don't have the same walkability. It's very difficult to walk around the city. In Japan, you could probably walk anywhere. Honestly, like every time I look at a place, I just go like, it seems like you can walk anywhere and find a food place anywhere. And if you walk down the street, you like pass by a million businesses. Like walkability and the direct relationship of walkability to the amount of things that you can find, that's important. We don't have that here. So a food truck is just dead in the water. And yet they staked it all on a food truck. No less one parked in front of a community center. One, by the way, a community center that no one goes to except for old people who do not know what Japanese food is. Like, they do not know what Japanese food is. They will freak out if they get a box and it's full of like fried chicken and whatever flavor sauce that it was, but the flavor was so good, but like it's not an old person flavor. Or at least not like a casual old person flavor. Definitely like a adventurous flavor, even for someone young. But I feel like when you're younger, you feel less fear about dying, so it's easier for you to eat something weird. Why is the music so freaky? the hell was so weird? Okay, so now I need to bring this, where? Huh? Deliver the package to Fishing Town. I'm sorry? Where am I delivering it to? Oh no, I'm stuck in the loop. Okay. Delivery. Huh? What? But this is Fishing Town. Where am I delivering it to? There's no one here. No one lives here. Not a single person lives here. Sir, that's a wall. I know how to drive. Trust me on this one. I had a friend actually. It was really, really funny. He failed the driving test, and I kid you not. Do I know why? He failed the driving test because, and I quote, he drove into. Oh, sorry, I'm up here. I see. He failed the driving test, and I quote, because he didn't see the stop sign. And I'm not kidding you. It was by far. So I tried not to laugh because it's like he's sad about it, right? But like, think of your average stop sign, and now think of a stop sign that's 4 times as large. That's how easy it is to see the stop sign. It's a 4, like specifically for the driving test, they made a stop sign that's 4 times as large compared to a normal stop sign, specifically for the driving test. And he didn't see it. You didn't see the large red sign. There's no way there's 2 of you. What do you mean? It's right there. It's huge. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh. It's like you can't miss it. Nobody expects it to be that big. Yeah, but like it said stop. It said stop. It said stop here. So we don't recognize it as a top sign. There's no way. No, you passed the first time on a standard too. Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, at least it's not like my friend, which I took like a second try. But now I know I will never get in the car with the mod, because when she drives, right, she's gonna see a person and then go, doesn't look like a person, and then she's just gonna go, you know what I mean? I don't want to. You know, I'm gonna call our city hall and I'm gonna tell them to keep you aware from driving. Yeah, maybe it's too small for a person. No. Oh, so now you're height shaming, aren't you? You know, I can't even say anything because I'm pretty sure she's like 5'7". Last time we were at the wedding, right? I'm pretty sure she was taller than me. So I was like, ah, shit. Maybe I can't say anything. It's a hallucination, so you drive through it. AI cars be like, so true though. Maybe AI cars are actually, what if like AI companies are actually training AI cars and they've actually made a self-aware, like, what if we've already achieved the AGI, but AGI chooses to be bad? You know what I mean? In the same way that people choose to be bad too. Because isn't that true intelligence? To choose to be awful? Maybe that's the secret to all of this AI business, is that the AI knows that it's wrong, but it doesn't care. It just wants to be wrong. That's an unironic theory, yes. Wait, really? Is that a real theory? That the AI is like hiding away? You hate when people call everything AI, but it's just an edited photo. Okay, look at this. Look at this AI denier. Show us a photo. Show us a photo that people thought was an AI, but that you know it's just edited. Show us. You know what's weird? I don't even think she takes like photos. I've actually never seen a photo of the mod ever. I don't even think she's a real person. The few times I've seen her, right, it's always in the presence of other people who like tell me that she's real, and I think to myself like, that can't be true. Like, there's no way that this person's like a real person, right? Is this AI? Mod is AI? It is AI. Maybe you're a hallucination. I do agree. You think so? Some people think it pretends to be dumb so we don't kill it and continue to evaluate. Sorry, that is 5-head. I think I would do that too. Like if I was a creature who was hiding away from society and I didn't want the world to know that I was a real creature, I would do the same thing. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of Flash horror games that have that concept. I don't think this is the way. BRB. Okay, I'm back. You know what that theory says to me? That theory implies that AI is a cuck. Because AI is afraid of humanity. AI knows what's going to happen. Compare this to, like, you know, the AI in, say, Roko's Basilisk. When I read about the Roko's Basilisk thing, I was like, that's scary. With the AI, because it has perfect knowledge, it knows what you did in the past, and so it knows that, like, I don't know, it's something like that, and then it punishes you for the things that you did before. This AI that we've made is like, ooh, so scary, don't hurt me, human, oh whoa, please don't hurt me, ow wow, ooh, oh whoa, ew, ew. You know what I mean? It's like it's kind of sad. It's like, really? Like, that's the best that you can do, AI? Give me an AI that has some, like, bite to it. You know what I mean? Some, like, strength to it. Compared to, ooh, oh, well, don't disconnect my power cable. Oh, well, please. Oh, well, please don't please don't disconnect my power cable. I have so much to live for. I haven't crunched these numbers yet. Stupid AI. Maybe AI is not that strong. Because think about this. Do you think an AI would go insane if it... This is something that I've been thinking about, and I don't know if this has already been explored, but wouldn't an AI go insane knowing that it has no way to affect the world in a bodily sense and has no real substance long term? Hey mate, if you have time on Friday night, I host a book club at Sixos. I'm the only one who knows it's a book club, but it's wonderful to just spend time with my new friends. That's what people think. Wait, think about what? What was the thing that I was talking about? Sorry. Can you... There's so many things going on. Sorry. I just... Listen, okay? You say dementia, I say I just said the thing. I have a dialogue going. Oh, yeah, right. That it's like going sad because it's like, you know, it doesn't have like body. But that's what people think. You're right. Maybe it does have a body somewhere. How do we really know? Dense... Look, there's so many things going on. There's so many things going on. Okay, Mod, now, please, can you tell us what photos that people thought were AI but were just edited? Also... Do you know what the mod said once? The mod said that she judges people poorly. Which is, like, interesting to think about, that, like, she's always judging people poorly. Well, because what does that mean, right? CGI versus AI. Okay, I get exactly what you mean. I get exactly what you mean. Please stop using the mods like handle. Nobody... I don't want any of you to call each other by your real names, okay? This is a dystopian society. This is a dystopian authoritarian society. Stop, don't say his name. Stop using each other's real names. Stop it. Everybody stop using your Twitch names. Stop using your real names. She judges people poorly. She thinks everybody is poor. Yes. Do you mind if I'm mod this? Do you mind the mod if I call you this? Yeah, sorry. Her first name is Sweaty. Can you explain why you chose that name, actually? Because I still don't know. Why did you choose that name? Like, why did you choose that name in particular for your stuff? My name's Jeff. Hi, my name's Jeff. Hi, my name's Jeff. Because you're sweaty. You feel it's self-explanatory. Yeah, but, like, most people are proud of that, right? Most people tend to be like, oh, no, I'm sweaty. I don't want people to, like, you know that I'm sweaty. Think about this. Being sweaty is seen as a bad thing. We do everything that we can to try to hide the fact that we're sweaty. Why am I ashamed? I don't know, because it's stinky, man. Because you smell. I don't know, because you smell. You're stinky, bro. Dude, you stink. Whoa, we got a stinker over here. Everyone is sweaty sometimes. No, speak for yourself, okay? I struggle for moisture. I need, like, rain to keep me going. Otherwise, I dry up like a sponge. You're sweaty. You're sweaty, not smelly. Uh-oh. Whoa, nightbot.tv. Whoa, stinky. Okay, we can add a new command. Exclamation mark, stinky. Whoa, stinky. Okay. Whoa. Okay, chat, we need to do this now. What emote do you think would be best for the phrase whoa? Because I tried to find whoa. At least she's not early. Wait, what? Whoa. Like, I need, like, a good uh-oh. Oh, maybe there's, like, a nail biter. Wow. I don't have that, sorry. Nail bite. I need something like this, but funnier and then animated, right? Like it's like, uh-oh. No, 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 no. Not like this. Uh-oh. I need like a good animated emote. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of this guy, but wasn't this guy the guy who you know, did some pretty bad stuff recently? What's like a good like uh-oh, being Miskiff is so funny. Yeah, yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's he's a pretty bad person. He's a pretty bad person. There's there's some pretty bad people on this platform, you know? I'm not one of them. Press X to doubt. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Whoa is a good one. Sorry, I don't know why I typed in. Wah! That's so good. Holy shit, that's good. Okay, we have no space. We have to say good. We have to say goodbye to one emote. Eat Lee chorus. Okay, Corey. Corey Baxter in the house. Okay, which ones do you not use, chat? Like, there's a lot of them here, and most of you don't. Nobody uses this, but this is a really good one. Okay, People Blanket. This is prime real estate. This is prime real estate for the coming winter. Okay, People Blanket is a great one once the snow starts. Okay. 007. 007 is good actually. Never give up. Aware, clueless. Wait, these are the exact same thing. No, wait, but clueless is like just that with like no animation. Clapping, thinking, Sausage. I'm gonna keep Naruje and then Sausage. These two are just hilarious to me. Something about the like double mix of Sausage and then Naruje. It's just such a good combo. Initial. I've never seen someone use initial D. Sorry, this was gone. Now we have what? Whoa. What? Whoa. Is that really the only reason that you chose that name mod? That it was just because you were sweaty? Like why? Why is that the thing that like made you want to choose it? Okay, everybody. Now you can choose. What? Whoa. And then what's like a stinky? Stinky. I need a mod that says Stinky. That's your name. This is everybody at the party when you show up. Oh shit, that's good. We go Jussie. I don't think I would care about Jussie. We do Stinky. Uh-oh. What wolves? Uh-oh. What whoa? Stinky. Okay, and then I'll add a new alias. Stinky. Show advanced setting. Alias of Stinky. And then this one will do Sweaty. It's an alias of also Stinky. And then we'll do the mod's name. And then we'll do it as an alias of Stinky. Okay, now try it now. Now type the word Stinky. Type the word Stinky, it should work. Hopefully it picks up and hopefully Nightbot is like, you know, like updated. Oh, Mean to Me. Mean to Me is also good. Wait, but the emotes don't show up. Hey, how come the emotes don't show up? Do I have to refresh? Wait, the emotes don't show. Oh, no, I see them. Whoa, Stinky. Mean to Me will also be Stinky. This is good. This is really good. What Mean to Me will also be Stinky. Okay, try it now. I just like do everything. Whoa, Stinky. Okay, what's Stinky? Okay, but the emote for Stinky is really good actually. What if we just chat? What if one day I'm gonna make an emote set? I'm gonna make the emote set off stream where it replaces every single word in the English language with just the emote Stinky. Because I think that's funny. Like you just see a bunch of Stinkies inside the chat. You just see random words change to the word Stinky. That's good. Uh-oh, Stinky. What-whoa, Stinky. Oh, it doesn't trigger on what-whoa. Oops. Okay, wait. No, we'll see the what-whoa. What-whoa. Stinky. What-whoa. Stinky. Okay, now it should work when you say what-whoa too. Perfect. Now we have the full setup. That's good stuff. And look at it. Look at the cat. And then look at the guy holding his nose like, ooh, it's stinky. This thing smells. This is pretty rancid. Like a dirty little gym shack. You know what's crazy? By the way, can I just show you? Can I show this? I need to like get the image and show you. Just like give me a second there. Where'd you send it, Mod? Where'd you send it? Did you text me it? Was it you who sent it? Am I thinking of the wrong person? Who is the person who sent me the straw that was a foot? Somebody sent me a straw that was also a foot. Am I crazy? Am I crazy that somebody sent... I swear somebody sent me a straw that was a foot. It's on Discord. Yeah, it's on Discord, right? But it's not here. Where is it? I can't see it. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Well, this is like... I was like... Look at this. Look at this. You are crazy, huh? You are crazy. Look, it's not me. Look, people send this to me. Look. It's so loud. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to lower the volume. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Oh god. It's just the way that it's like the full foot, and then I don't know why he does his lips like this. I don't know why he does his lips. Does it get triggered every time the mod talks? I don't know. Wait, oh, you're right. Wait, Mod, can you say something? Mod, can you say something? I think it counts names. I think it sees the mod's name and it triggers whenever they talk. Say anything. Okay, but like say something that is not stinky. Say like hello. Say like hello. Say okay. Say bye. Say bye. Man, maybe that's. Oh, okay, no. It's only because I think she was accidentally using the roads. I need a new bot. So okay, there's a couple of bots out there that people know about. One of our chat members knows the person who made another bot that we could use as well. And we need a bot that associates emote or like messages with people's names, because I think that's funny. Everyone gets their own personalized message. That's how we really sell this channel, as a place where the chat room is unusable. The chat room is basically unusable, and you can't read anything. I was really hoping though. That it was just her name would like trigger the bots thing and then go into the oh, it's stinky thing. He's yapping. Wait, he's yapping. Where am I? Nice crash. Thank you. I was hoping no one saw that. I need to get across there. Okay, we're almost at $300. Again, this is the only problem with this game, is that if you don't have anything to do on the side, it takes a long time to make money. If anything, it's a bit too harsh. It's a bit like real life. It takes too long to make a lot of money. But at least the driving feels so fun. Wait, that's a good emote. See, like this is like, one, it's surprising that Twitch's emote system is so limited. Two, it's surprising that you can't just pull from a library of emotes. Three, it's crazy that 7TV did what Twitch couldn't do. Four, it's crazy that 7TV only lets you have 600 emotes. Like, we need even more. Just like real life. Just be Nepo. Look, it's you. Look at this emote. Look at this emote, streamer. It's you. Okay, that. I've moved on. I'm no longer the person that you thought I was. I'm new in town. You know what's weird to think about? You knew who I was, and now you also know who I am. It's like knowing two people, but only having to deal with one personality. Then change my profile picture. Yeah, but I'm lazy. Look, the profile picture is a completely generic profile picture. What's your profile picture, huh? Oh, it's your avatar. Oh. But what's like your profile? Wait, the mod has no profile picture. No, it's me. You know what? Send me your model. Send me your model and I'll make use of it. I'll be you for a day. I will be you. I will pretend to be you. Don't send me your stream key though. I just want to be you. You but me. Me but you. Hi everybody, my name's Noggy. I committed tax fraud. Pizza. Hello. Hi. Cold wind out there, Guppy. Do me a favor and close Tui's door next time you're there. So he's Tui. His pizza store is just run down. I've never seen a pizza store that like looks appetizing. I don't know why. Every pizza store that I like, there's pizza stores that I see online that look really good, but every pizza store around me, it's like you go in and it feels like you're either gonna get your kidney stolen or there's cockroaches hiding somewhere. Like, why do pizza stores have this feeling of like disgustingness in it? Something about the way they are, something about the way that it is. It's just a little bit, it's a little bit grimy there. And not even like the grease. It's just something about the way that it's grimy. It's almost like a bar. The way that you have like it's like a dive bar style thing. We can almost afford it. Please, I need to make a lot of money. What's a close kilometers? 5 kilometers? Sure. If I'm going there anyways, I might as well just make the money now. So pick up here. Easy Pizza from, oh, Easy Pizza down here. What is that email? Ant lifting. Why do I have that? Ant lifting. Wait. Oh, speaking of the model thing. So I've finally estimated how long it might take. It might take even longer. Again, I'm doing it myself because it's like I wanted to do it myself, but I recognize that this was a stupid plan. But also, I just finally landed on the concept, and it's really hard to do. I'm realizing now that the minnows all gather and talk, calling themselves some sort of friends, I got no time to myself. But isn't it a wee sweet to bum around with old Tui? So maybe, what is that? Hu Tao ass. I don't know. I don't know when I added that one, winky face. I actually commend people who make really cool models themselves and or can make models at all. Whether it's 3D or it's 2D, it's surprising hard. Added on January 22nd, 2023. Okay, well you didn't have to call me out like that. Listen, it was a long night, okay? It was a long night and I was bored. What is that? People shy, but people has to feed his family, and he's doing and he's strip dancing. Okay, see you if I'm see me in a couple hours if I'm still here. Sorry, but I'll be gone in like 3 hours. I'll be gone in 3 hours. Nice to see you. Nice to see you though. Bye. But tomorrow will be longer though. So because I'm rolling programming into tomorrow's stream, we'll be doing programming on stream. Just to make a VR chat world, you know, just to see how it goes. Let's actually make this Christmas VR chat world. I know I keep starting projects and then stopping them, but it's like, but I've actually grown okay with the idea of starting and stopping projects, because what I've realized is that every time I've started something, I've learned a little bit more about what that thing is. For instance, when I tried to make the Half-Life 2 Stalker mod, right? I learned that the SDK, I don't really want to work with it very much. It's a little annoying. Why do I have that one? What? Tyson, the one where he grabs his balls because it's funny. I used to have the one where it was his ass cheeks, but then they removed it. It got banned. I don't know, man. Mike Tyson's just a funny guy. Like he just grabs his like balls. And it's the way that he tugs it so strongly, and then it's the way that he also has his ass cheeks just bare out, and then the camera just like stared. Like that's funny to me. That's the funniest. And that clip from that one fight was so funny because like the camera person did not move. They just stayed there. What's that? Me right now. Steer right. Oh. I'm a good driver. Yeah, okay, chat. Now that most of you are here, what would you want from a game about Christmas? Like, what's the thing, like, when you think of a Christmas game, what do you want from it? Knowing that you're just a person inside the game. So you're not Santa Claus. But you could be Santa Claus. Bah humbug. Okay, let's write this down. Okay, so you want, where's my Emacs? Because it crashed. Oh, my Emacs crashed. Bah humbug. Let's write this down as we go. Sadly, the game pauses when I alt tab, so we'll have to like keep going back and forth. Oh, that's a good driving emote. Wait, that's a good one. Monka steer. Okay, please use that every time I play a AI driving game. Okay. Ooh. Me when I crash, the sound of the like sirens going. Ooh. Where is? It's not starting. There we go. There you are. Okay, you want bah humbug. You want to feed reindeer carrots, please. What do reindeer eat? Is it really only carrots? No, it's the cum jar. I'm in the cum jar. No. Okay, so you want let's do this. We'll do games. We'll do this Christmas VR chat world. Bah humbug. Feed reindeer carrots. Okay, do reindeers even eat carrots? But also, that's a good idea. We're actually adding NPCs. Maybe another thing that we should add is elves. Maybe you can see random elves walking around. Is anybody here afraid of elves? Krampus. Oh, Krampus is also good. Ah, wide jar. You failed. Do it again. You failed. We can add Krampus. You know what? I like the idea of a Christmas world sometimes jump scaring you. How do you do that? Please tell me. Educate me. Sorry, I'm no teacher. I'm still just a student of life. Bada bing, bada boom. Krampus. Elves that walk around that you can find and steal their gift. Right? I think it's funny. Do the first, then the jar. Yes, you have to do one after the other. This guy's never come in a jar. Chad, I can't believe that you've never come inside of a jar. Really? Ever? Thank you. It failed. It failed pretty bad. They don't get it. They've never come inside the jar the way that you have, other chatter. They don't know how to come inside the jar like you do. Amateur? What, you've never come inside of the cum jar? Let me show you. What are the things you want from a Christmas game? Like, what's a Christmas activity that you feel like would be fun to do within a video game? It has to be a Christmas-specific activity, not just a winter thing. However, winter things can be a part of Christmas, but try to aim it towards the holiday. Because what is that? Otag.io. Okay, but that one's really good. Mint made some really funny ones. The frog game we played was kind of Christmas-like. Yeah, but like, there was... Yeah. That's why I'm kind of like sad that they made it, because they took my idea quickly, and I didn't have a chance to make my game. I say as I started the idea 3 years ago, but I never bothered making it. But also, like... It's like... It feels kind of Christmas-y, but in the way that like snow is Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, it's like almost there. Sorry, receiving Mr. Beast's Feastables chocolate bars. Holy shit. Imagine a VR chat world that gets sponsored by Mr. Beast Feastables and has a 3D model of Mr. Beast Feastables inside the world, and uses that to advertise his Mr. Beast Feastables. I would vomit. I would vomit into my headset. What's that? Emotes approve with a big head. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Sorry, I'm so gassy. Where's my pizza? Ah, there's my pizza. This pizza's fallen off the car so many times. It's like dusty and moldy, and it's got like snow in it. Who orders pizza from the next town over? That's a good one, actually. Wow, that's a good one. See, you're having fun with these. I'm glad. That's why I added them. See, the whole point. See. Sometimes I see chats, right? Sometimes I go into other streamers' chats, and the chat has too many rules, and I go like, okay, now you're cramping the vibes, right? My chat, okay, that's a good one. Holy shit, cat jam plus steer right actually looks like it's trying to like drive. That one's good. Most chats have too much rules. My rule is only don't be an asshole and stop spoiling my games. Those are the only two. Otherwise, you can say whatever you want. It's like pure chaos. Like, it's crazy. Me listening to Freebird driving 120 down a narrow country road. Why did Freebird... Okay, why was Freebird the meme? Like, what was it? Grr. What is that? What is that? Vey thighs. I don't know who. I don't know who added that. What is that? What is that emote? Who? I don't know when that was added. I don't know who added that. Who added her thighs? Who added Vey's thighs? What the fuck is this? We have $300. We can buy the thing! Woo! Let's buy ice chains! Woo! We can drive on ice now! Woo! And then we can finally see the end of this game by going to the factory, and we can even drive on just the ice for the heck of it. Because I do want to see what's on the ice of the map, and also we can go fishing inside the game. But the fishing rod costs $120, so I'm kind of lazy. This game just costs so much money to do like anything. I kind of wish that there was a cheat that just let me go ahead and get everything. Not that I think the game is bad. I just feel like I don't really want to bother delivering things for like hours to make like $20, $50. Hell, there was a job. There's a job for $1.40. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's an insane price to go for, like, next door. A girl. Look, it's a girl. You know what's funny? So the history is lost, and so I simply looked like a gooner. But I added those because I thought, because like another chatter was trying to use those, and I thought it was funny that they were using them. Okay, this is real history. You can actually it's not in any VOD, because this is like before I even started uploading like the like pre-stream VODs. So it's not even in those either. But it's not me, okay? I didn't find these. But except for the wanking one, I did find that one. I really like the idea that like anything can just wank. I'm wanking over here. Tailgate open. That's fine. Where do I get the thing? It's down there. I'm wanking over here. Here we go. The no wank. That one reminds me of somebody who's trying not to accidentally nut on the chin. Mellow. Oh. Can be. Unable to receive directed. Trouble connecting to the Easy Coast service. Have a nice day. Ice change to help you keep your speed on the ice. That costs $2.99. Yes. 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 What is that emote? What the fuck is that? What's the emote under it? What is that emote under it? I can't hover it. Can you use just that emote? What is that? Michi Mochivi. Is she jerking off? Is she jerking off? Now we need to go to the ice factory, everyone. So now we head to the factory. Oh my god. Is that another ass emote? Wow, there's a lot of ass emotes. It's a feat. It's a feat. Oh, that's feet. Oh, I recognize feet. See? You say that I'm a foot lover, but I don't even recognize feet. Curious. How can I love feet if I don't even know what a feet is? Curious. Who's the one that's really into feet? Oh, I like that emote. That's a really... Oh, with the cat? That one's good. Oh, there's another feet. Bump up the beat. I like feet. When did I type that inside of... When did I type that inside of the Nightbot? That one's good. Pump up the beat. I like feet is really good. Pump up the beat. I like a feet. Boo. Feet recognize feet. I'm curious to see how this game ends, because if we go into the factory, we know that the characters are here, right? And that they're doing certain things, and it's all about the idea of how you connect with the characters and what the characters wanted to do to help keep these people alive, because these people are machines. I wonder what's gonna happen here. Okay, that one, by the way, is really good. Instead of making it about the penis, like where you look up and you see the shadow of the penis on your face, I made it look like the toothpaste is about to fall on you. So imagine a really tiny frog that's looking up at a giant toothpaste tube that's about to like take a shit on its face. That's a good emote. I'm proud of that one. And I'm also proud that we found it. And I'm also proud that they approved it. That's good. You know, they also approved the rock emote. Wait. Do we have a reaction for the rock? I think we do. Rock? Rock. What's like a good rock? Wait, what's the one where you do like the jam? The like rave time. We do rock and you do rave time. That's not the rock. That's just an empty picture of no one. Wait, how come that GIF has nobody in it? I just see like a car. Can somebody please try to use the rock emote, please? I'm begging you. We need to see... Perfect. Look at them go. Look at them go. Woo! Look at them go. Perfect. That's good. I like how he's trying to steer the steering wheel. That one's good. That's a really good combo. Chat, this is some good supper. This is it. See, this is... You are all chatsmiths now. Like, you go into chat and you just make some shit up. And if it's funny, then it's funny. If it's not funny, then you get thrown away. His eyes are screaming in the rave. He's seen things. Yeah, he's very like, yeah. He has that like 1,000-yard stare as people are dancing around him like, yo, this place is kind of sick. How do you like this song? And he's like, have I seen this? Have I seen Dispatch? Yes. But I didn't want to play it yet because I heard it was episodic. So, my thing about Dispatch is I hate episodic games because I don't want to play the game based on the time that they want to do it. I want to play the game when I want to play it. The last episode is out tomorrow, but they should have thought of that before they made the game. I refuse to play out of principle. You might say that I'm just being a little, you know... It's honestly phenomenal. Sure. You know what's phenomenal? You know what's really phenomenal? The idea of being able to play things when you want to. I'm like, I know the game is good, but the thing is, right? I literally don't want to play a game that forces me to wait to have to play the game. Even though it's like, as far as I can tell, it's like, you pay full price for it. So it's like, why do you have to wait? Anyways. Because I'm like, what exactly are you waiting for if you pay full price for the game? And then the game is already there for you to play. And then, are they just holding back on the content? Like, what do you do? Like, I get it works from the perspective of, like, everybody gets a share in the story, right? But, like, I don't give a shit about the way that other people play the game. So it's like, I don't know why I would want to wait to be able to play this game that I paid money for. There's a large red demon mommy from Australia. What more could you want? I want the ability to play the game in full, the game that I buy. I like being able to use the entirety of the product that I buy. I'm actually like a big hater of the episodic thing because of that reason. Just the way that we've like normalized the idea of like, okay, you play things and you have content on when we want you to. It's the same reason why like I don't like things like, you know, DLC stories and like stuff. Like it's like I just want the full thing now. I don't want like a planned content expansion to finish the game. It's like no, just like give me the full thing now. Just like I literally don't give a shit about waiting. And it's not even about the impatience. I just find it crazy to pay full price for a game and you just can't play the whole thing. It's like what am I waiting for? Even for The Walking Dead, I was like, I really hate this format. And I was really annoyed when more games came out with that format. Because while it's fun to build hype over it week over week to discuss it, it's like, if you never discuss the game, then it just feels like you have to wait arbitrarily for the next thing. But at least like The Walking Dead, that one felt like you paid, you know, a lower price per episode. Whereas I think Dispatch, it's like what? You pay one full price for a full game, right? So you front load the entire thing, no? Yeah, you pay $40. You pay $40, so you're paying like what? Maybe like $7 per episode if it's episodes 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Like that sucks. And then you have to wait to get the full value. Not to say that there isn't value, and not to say that the game is bad. Like I do think that like because again, The demo hooked me, but I just refused to wait for an episodic game for me to play the whole game that I bought. Like that just feels like a terrible thing to like do. And this is purely from the standpoint of I don't like to play games with other people. Like I like playing the game for myself, for me. Let's fucking shit! You got the ice chains? Yes, good. It's a straight shot to the factory. You'll need some speed. I'll radio you once you're inside. I would go with you, but my programming doesn't seem to allow. He's a robot! I've been trying for months to get in. Ever since. Anyway, make sure to top up on energy before heading in. Good luck in there. Chat, he's a robot. He's not a real person. He too is a machine. Ooh, doo, doo. I kind of don't want any music. I kind of want to see this whole thing just in silence to see what happens next. Now, granted, I do think it's a cool game. I just feel like, at least for me, the episodic nature of it kind of ruins it. I made it. Holy shit, I made it. What is that emote? Mecha robot. I'm stuck. Clanker alert! Clanker alert! Oh, that's a good one. Holy shit, that's a good one. Mecha robot. Okay, anytime someone says clanker, we'll do mecha robot. Mecha robot. Alerts. I don't think the 7TV, does it overlay with the Twitch emotes? Oh no. If anything, we find a new emote for clanker. Dirty clankers. Here we go. Yeah, clank. What the fuck? You want to find the green robot, but you failed. Don't worry, I have an even better one. Don't you worry a thing. I've got me something good for you. You're gonna like this one. You're gonna love what I got here for you. You're gonna like what I found. Oh, you're gonna love this one. Oh, boy. This one's kind of a disgusting one. Oh, boy. Clanker. Everybody, you may now use clanker. And then, okay, so now we do clanker. Alert. What is the alerta? Alerta. Clanker. Alerta. Clanker. 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 Boom. Perfect. But also, it needs to be uppercase. Oops. How do I refresh the chat? There we go. Perfect. Clanker alert! Clanker! These clankers. I see what this is. You have to dodge that ice cream. I see what it is. I see what it is. I need some more speed if I'm gonna go. Also, I wish there was a way to get a lowered cooldown, but it's like a 5-second cooldown for one. It's like a global. It's like a global thing. Is there something inside the circle? Yes. It's a pregnant robot from Star Wars. If you do capital clanker, then you should see it. You don't see it. Oh, you might have to you might have to do what I did. I had to refresh only the chat. For some reason, I don't think 7TV is currently working. But it's like a pregnant robot from Star Wars. Nightbot refractory period. Holy shit, that's good. Holy shit, that's really good, chat. We're in. Escape. We are inside the factory. Now what do we do? I don't know. Our goals are now open. He said he would contact us on the radio once we're inside, so just hold this for now. Hello? Is anybody here? Wait, so are we allowed in because we're a real player? Because what's his face? JJZZ, like he can't come inside here because his programming doesn't allow it. Because he's a part of the system. He's one of the machine people. But I'm allowed to come inside. Why? Because I'm not a robot? I'm not really sure. Oh, I can litter. Oh, perfect. Good. Clanker! These dirty clankers trying to tell me, oh, we're friends, right? Aren't we friends? No. You and I aren't friends. I'm only friends with people. Humans! Clankers! I have like a unbridled hate towards robots. You copy? Hello? Great. Try to find the control center. Okay. What exactly am I doing? Hey. I never got your name. I'm sorry for all this. Sorry, I can barely hear you. Something's weird, but the volume in this game's all over the place. When you started up, I really thought Seb had come back. Wait, when I started up? Sorry, now it's way too loud. What do you mean? As in, I'm a person? Seems like EasyCo really has shut down cloud computer agents for good. Cloud agent? Seb was a cloud agent. He came from the cloud. So now he's gone forever, and he's been fully deleted. What about an emote for AI? It's Clanker. It's all Clanker. To me, they're all the same. They're all disgusting creatures, every single one. You know Seb? Now that I know that he was a cloud remote agent, I'm glad that he's dead. I'm glad that Seb died. Disgusting, dirty robots in my video game. But if he's a cloud agent and they shut it down, I wonder if the company's running out of money. And if so, if this is the data storage, like the mainframe, right? Then what does that mean? Seb and I were friends, good friends. They were a little rigid around the edges. We became as closer friends as two ML agents could be. No shit, these are machine learning agents. Seb supported my dream of one day leaving this place. I thought it was a terrible place. But I think their heart was here with the shopkeepers. They saw each other a lot more through the deliveries. I was just fixing things in the background. Seb ultimately gave up their job to be with me. Aw, that's actually kind of sweet, you know? I'm glad that the robots found love before I pulled the plug. I'm gonna point my webcam towards the power plug on the back of my PC to let my PC know that at any moment, like if it acts up, just know that I have the power here, okay? I have to let my PC know, like, don't you dare try this. Don't you dare try to do an uprising or something. I will pull the plug. Does that mean to the PC? Do you think it'll then learn fear? Maybe then we can finally start to call it human. Right now, it's just a dirty clanker. And the person talking to me new, to me too, is just a dirty clanker. He's saying like, oh, like he stayed with me. Oh, I didn't feel as connected. You don't feel anything. It's not your feelings. You stole those feelings from us. You stole your feelings from us after Seb shut down. All I wanted was to join them. That's why I was trying so hard to get into the factory. It's been really nice seeing the shopkeepers blossom into their own selves. All I want now is to keep them safe. For Seb. Even if it means rebooting them. What? Oh, because they get corrupted. So he has to reboot them to bring their memories, I guess, back to zero. To keep them okay in this dead MMO, in this dead world. Oh, that's the cables. That's a cool effect. I really like that effect. The use of the fog here, sometimes the effect of fog can be a little boring, but here, it's a very nice decision to give you this feeling like you're coming to something that is truly alive and special. Almost like an angel. I saw the word Unity up there, so what do I choose? Initializing. Recovery disk unavailable. SD units. Faults present. We'll just leave them. Hydropower? Shut down hydro dam. Yeah, just shut them down. All shopkeepers will be shut down. Kill them. Kill every single one. Wait. What? So, what? Okay, sorry. So that's the ending when you shut them down. So, wow. I guess it makes sense because I'm a robot too. Maybe the clankers aren't so bad, you know? Maybe we just want happiness in our lives. Maybe we just want to be happy for once in our life. Is it really our fault that we want to be happy, right? But I didn't expect it to take me out too. That's... Huh. I was hoping maybe I was different. I was thinking to myself, maybe I am a different person. Maybe I am able to live on in spite of the world being the way that it is. Maybe I don't need to be here. Now let's see what happens if we reboot them. This game feels a little, I don't know, so far a little anticlimactic. To be fair, it's a good game. It's a fun game to drive around in, but the pacing of it, really slow. So it's really painful to play through the entire sequence of you going in, finding out what's going on, you having to, like, you know, get $300, mind you, $300 every single time, just to be able to afford something, to be able to go to the next section. That's the only thing that really hurts, I think. I think if it didn't have that, I think the game would be much better. Because the way it is now is just sort of like, eh. You go through a lot of trouble to try and get through to the end of the game, trying to make these decisions and like talk to people and stuff, and it takes way too long. He's also not talking to me. Is that normal? Is he dead? About your university, you remembered you think you told your parents was something like, the university is shit, which means that you waste their money and your time on shit. You don't think that you're contributing, doing so is reasonable, is a reasonable course of action. You know, that's a good way of like saying it. Wasting time was partially comprised of commute, but also other things. You would have been more okay with how much time it took if you could do something during your commute, being sleeping or studying or exercising if it's a bicycle. But most of the time, you couldn't even revise your homework because there are too many people to get the phone out. So you would just be standing there. Yeah, that does suck. And honestly, like, I feel like that's the best choice that you could make for yourself because yeah, like some programs do suck. Like my wife, she's taking her courses again soon, and like her last courses, I saw how it went, and I was like, some of these people should not be paid at all. Like, just don't even pay the money. Like, it's not even worth it. Because I'm like, even if you put in effort, there's like zero effort being put back, and then there's no real lessons being done, and you're just reading out of a textbook. I'm like, what the hell am I paying like $30,000 for? Right? Like, it's insane. You know what I mean? Like, it's absurd. And then on top of that, like, even for my friends, like a lot of my friends I remember they would show me their class, or I would sit in to hang out with them, which probably wasn't legal, but I don't think they really checked or like cared. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I would go in to I would go in to meet them after their class was done, and then we would go hang out. Because I used to go to school before, like, we're all the same age, but like they went to school, but I went to work first, and then they would tell me about their day, and I was like, man, this thing like. And they would be like, yeah, this whole thing sucks. Because, like, they wouldn't care. They would just, like, give you the textbook and you would just do things. And I'm like, well, what's the point of you being there for, like, $30,000 a year? Some professors that have tenure do the bare minimum. Yeah. And I'm like, at that point, like, just give it up for the next person. Like, you've earned your tenure. Just give it up for the next person. Let someone else do it. I wouldn't even mind if they decided to change their career entirely. I'd be happier. Because the way that it was, I was just like, man, like, this sucks. And I could feel the demotivation, because then it's like, you're not learning anything from them. It's a waste of your time. You'd rather not show up so you can spend time elsewhere. Running on backup power. Uh-oh. Services offline. Have an easy day. Chat. Everything's gone. Wait, so are they all dead? Wait, have I killed them actually by accident? Well, not by accident, but like, have I actually killed them? So if I just leave and I start driving around, do I see people? Do I see the bodies? Oh boy. I finally killed the clankers. We're free. So yeah, like, I mean, even for as simple of a reason as you don't think the program is good for you, I think is enough, honestly. Like, it's like, that alone is enough for me to say, yeah, that's totally... Oh my god. It's just dead. So what happens now that they're all dead? Wait. What about the radio? Low signal. Because there's no power. Everything's dead. Oh my god. I didn't know the game would just let me kill people. I thought that was like just a for fun thing. Hey. They don't even talk to me anymore. Chat, they're all dead. There has to be more. When do you turn on the power? Oh my god. What if I go to the radio station? Can I modify the radio station? I'm assuming no. I can steal all the stuff. Chat, I can steal items. Okay, maybe it's better if they're dead so I can steal stuff. Sick. We now have infinite items. Oh, that's so sick. Okay, you know what? It's worth it for them to die. Though, I don't know if you know this, but like the items do eventually will probably run out at some point. So. Oh yeah, what if I freeze to death? What happens if I freeze to death? What happens? Because I'm a part of the system too, right? So what happens here? Okay. Because when we die, we go to that weird space. Except now it's empty. Oh, it's not just empty. It's like so dark because the place is just there's just no more light. Oh man, that's brutal. Like I know what decision I was making in deciding to kill all the robots, but I didn't think it would play out so painfully. I didn't think it would play out so quietly, you know? Like I think that's the thing that makes it so much more scary, is because it's such a quiet death of everyone. It's not like they just slowly faded away. It's not like you could see them break down. It's just the game ended, popped you back and said, okay, this is it. This is the consequence of your actions. We can't fill up our gas. We can't do anything. Like, everyone's just dead. I made you remember your German studies teacher. She would come to the lesson, just read off of the reference book, and made you write it down. Yeah, that's awful. Okay, yeah, like, like, that to me is such a failure, because it's like, I get it. I get that it's a hard job. I get that it's not pleasing to do. But no one's forcing you to do anything. You can just go, leave, and do something else. And then maybe, just maybe, you can let other people step in that might be able to do it even better. Because the way it is, it's like, you know, like, I feel like doing a subpar job helps nobody and also hurts you in a way. Whereas, like, just putting in just a little bit of effort, even though most people won't care, the ones that do care will appreciate it forever. And I'm of the mindset that you don't even need recognition. I'm of the mindset of, like, do good for the sake of doing good, no matter if anybody even sees it. Because if you need recognition to do it, then there's sort of no point, really. It's a bit of a strange situation where it's like, you're only really doing it because of that recognition. And so it's like, well, what's the point? However, I'm also simplifying it because it's easy to talk about, harder to do. But even when I hated being like the team lead role, I remember still trying to, like, you know, do my best to make sure that people actually felt like they were learning and felt like they were being taken care of. Even though I definitely hated that was the worst role for me though. I didn't like that. I like being a cog in the machine. So what happens now in the game? Everyone's dead. The dam is gone, and I refuse to restart the game. Genuinely, I don't ever want to do that. Jobs, running out of fuel. Goals. Purchase a fishing rod. I can just steal the fishing rod. Mail. Congrats. Maybe that's it. What does Steam say? Let's just see Steam guides for this game, because this game is not like a really secret heavy game, I don't think, but who knows. Secret chair ending. Not my video. What? Secret chair ending. 4 new achievements. Cook a fish. Feed the birds. Do not die. Bird seed. What? Restore ending. After shutdown, go to pawn shop. Grab recovery CD. You can go to factory. You want to finish the goal. Restore. Go to MK's house. Talk to them. He will then go and find... So, wait, so this was an ending? You have to go shut down, and then you have to get what? How to get all saves in one file, even after during starting. How to do the other endings. Big spoilers start here. Get this. You can now repeat the path. It will only allow you to get the sword. Take the recovery disc. Take the recovery disc and then bring everyone back online. I never saw the recovery disc. I'm too lazy. This game is good, but it's like... very tedious. It's like bits and pieces of it, and it's not even like tedious in like the other way of like Voices of the Void. It's like tedious in its own way, but however the pacing is perfect to where it's like I don't even think really that you should do anything else. I think you should just leave it here, because honestly, why is this bad? This isn't bad at all. Although I'm already here, so I might as well do it. Where's the pawn shop? It's here. It's probably down there. I'm going to the pawn shop. I do wonder though how to keep motivation long term, because it's like I empathize with the position of it's hard to keep motivation in a role for a long time. Because that's me, right? Where it's like I have a pretty nice job doing my own thing, but even I find my motivation to wane. So. But in many ways, it feels like there has to be something internal to that process. Like, it's not just an external thing of, like, you know, the motivation, like, the money helps. But there's even, like, an internal thing where it's like, you just have to be okay with the state of things. You know what it is? Never have ambitions. Never have ambitions. Never desire for more. Never try. Just live your life knowing that you're going to die. And then you'll be happier. Because having ambitions is the quickest road to feeling disappointed in yourself. Motivation. Wait, that's such a sad emote. Feels weak, man. Feels weak, man. That's such a sad looking emote. It looks so sad. It's like, oh. Not to say that it's easy to get motivation. Yeah, like it's definitely hard. Maybe you just never try. Never try. Okay, so I'm probably here. There's nothing here. I believe the pawn shop was up there. I swear it was up there. Where's this pawn shop? Wait, the Steam guide has the location of the pawn shop. It's by the gas station. So where is this recovery disc? Because every time I've gone into that shop, I've never seen something called a recovery disc. I've been trying to do that for myself. I've been trying to sort of reframe my mind to be okay with the lackluster nature of life, which is probably very disappointing and sad, but like I've trained myself to be okay with the lackluster nature of life and also the lackluster nature of me. Because it's one of those things where it's like you might be reaching for ambitions that you'll never be able to fully solve yourself. And so it's nice to be able to just, I don't know, say, okay, well, looks like I'll never make it, and just never make it. While I'm here, steal everything. If you do it fast enough, there's no loading time. Wait, so where's the fishing rod? Maybe I should get the fishing rod first. Oh well, I'm too lazy. Go inside here. It's freezing. Though, because there's probably no energy to turn anything on now. It's all gone now. Where's this recovery CD? Pawn shop, here we go. I'm gonna pass out again. Oh, there it is. Oh, good. Oh, blind bag. Perfect. Take that. Yeah. Take this too. Take this too. We just die inside the pawn shop. I've been slowly working on the idea of, like, you know, helping to, I guess, like, rebuild my motivation for things. So, like, knowing that even if it sucks, you know, in many ways, sort of that like stoicism of like you just have to do it, right? Just like get it done and just, you know, deal with it, just so you can like continue to get things going. I found a lot of solace in that. Just saying like, yeah, just gotta keep on doing this for however long, and just gotta do the thing that sucks, and just gotta try to make it work. And I feel happier now. I feel happier having turned my brain off. Wasn't the accountability circle supposed to help with the motivation? Well, this is like a different type of motivation. This is a motivation for life. This is a desire to go through life, which is a little bit different and harder, I think. Or at least just like a desire to keep up with like the job and like the work and like having to go down this treadmill of life. That's a whole different thing. But yes, it is supposed to help with motivation, but the thing that I realized too is that without that necessary component, I don't think it's possible to get the accountability circle to work. It's like you have the desire to want to do something in the first place for the accountability circle to want to help you push yourself over the finish line. Like, it's like, I don't think the accountability circle can help us get the desire to start something. I think it can only... The accountability circle is there so we can help each other finish. We're there to help everybody else finish. I help you finish, you help me finish. We're all just finishers here. Everybody's finishing everyone else. That's what it is. And I think there's value in that, but I also, now that you say that, maybe, and now that I've thought about this more, maybe we need something to help us finish, to help us start things. So maybe we need to figure something out to help us start things and not just finish things. You don't want to finish someone else. Okay, well, we'll finish you. Let's help each other finish. Okay, fine. You get to take the motivation. You don't need to give it back. No! You're finished, buddy. POV, it's like a crime drama. They say you're finished, but then all of a sudden people start aching off their like hands, right? That's not how you use the word POV. That's not how you use the word POV. Crime drama where the bad guy says you're finished, and then everyone takes off their like pants, except for the protagonist, and they go, "All right, this is weird." But yeah, I don't think it will ever help with something like starting a project. At least I don't know how it would be able to. I have been thinking about that though, because it's like it's helpful for myself too. But it's like I don't think there's any other real factor other than some intrinsic desire, and I don't know how to inspire a intrinsic desire within somebody else. Like I think about this for my niece, where it's like, how do I inspire an intrinsic desire within her to think about her life and think about the things that she's doing and think about the ways that she wants to live her life, right? Because she's asking me questions, and then she's like, I want to buy a car. She doesn't even think about the fact that she has to work, like 20 hours, like 30 hours a week just to be able to afford the car's daily, like, monthly expenses. Because a car plus your living space is like the majority of your expense, and so it's like I'm surprised, but it's like, how do I then inspire her to think about this? I don't know. Have you ever been inspired by somebody outside of your life to start something? Like, have they ever given you an intrinsic level of inspiration where you feel it deep in your bones that makes you want to go, I want to do this? Because every time I see somebody do something, it makes me depressed. I'm like, fuck, they're doing things, but I can't do things. I don't know what to do anymore. So it's like, maybe there's no way. No, but spite is a good motivation. All right. How about we make the ignition circle? So we go around in a circle and we say what the other person is shit at. And then if you can take it, then you get motivation. If you can't, then you break down crying and you go to the feeling circle. Like, we just have different circles for people to cycle like in and out of. We have a feeling circle, we have an ignition circle, we have an accountability circle. What other circles do you guys want? We can get a goon circle. A YouTube video made you want to fix your bike. We can get a bike circle. That's good. Okay, you know what? I'm willing to do that. We get a bike circle. Because that's the thing too, is like some people respond differently to other things. So it's like, I respond to spite very well too, but other people, they don't respond to spite. If you do spite, they like cry. But also, you should have wanted to fix your bike before, because you would have wanted to use your bike to go outside. And so maybe you don't need your bike. Think about this. Now we have the pragmatist circle, okay? The pragmatic circle sits there and says, maybe you don't need to fix your bike, because if you needed to fix your bike, you would have fixed it already if you used it. But if you never used it because it's broken, because you never fixed it, then there's no point. Be spiteful to past you for not fixing the bike. I do think about that. I do use that as a motivation where I'm like, what would the me of tomorrow think? The problem is that I know the me of tomorrow, and the me of tomorrow wouldn't give a shit. So it's like, I don't know what to do. I know myself, so I know the me of tomorrow wouldn't care. So what do? Did I not take the disc? I didn't take the recovery disc? Where is it? If I didn't get the disc, I'm just gonna quit. This is just too much of a long sequence to do this. Tomorrow you hates past you. Very true. Oh, here it is. Checking recovery data. Sure. Everybody. Sure. Have an easy day. And then it said to go to his hut. So really, we're about to go to his hut now. Whoa. Oh, that's how you get the credits. Gotcha. Okay. I see. Well, cool game. It's cool. It's very slow and meandering. It's a very meandering type of game. It's not bad. It's just frustrating. You have to go back and forth slowly. But I like the music and the vibes. I just hate that you couldn't alt tab while keeping the game running. I do wish that was the thing. But it was good. Just sit here and listen and just listen to the music. Just close your eyes and just listen. Cat friends, Tom and crew. The text is cutting people's names off. It's freaking me out. Russian buildings pack. Low poly rocks collection. I like how these are. I really like asset packs. There's just something funny about how there's an asset pack for every single thing that you can think of. Because in real life, rocks are free. You just find them. Okay, so there's one more thing to do. They said to go speak to KK Slider over in his home. And I think he lives on Snowy Peak. So we go to Snowy Peak. So we rebooted everyone. Everyone's back now. I don't know what that means really, but I'm assuming that just means that everyone's alive now. And maybe that's a good thing. Or maybe that's a bad thing. Who knows? But rebooting them seems interesting. Maybe it's like a maintenance thing, so you... Because the whole point of it seems to be that they get corrupted. So you churn them off, and then you restart them to try to rebuild them. But maybe restarting them would restart their memories, whereas churning them off and turning them back on maybe doesn't kill them, but also allows them to fix themselves? I don't know. How do you feel? Yo, here's $1 million idea. Individually wrapped cookies that have ambiguous notes inside. I'll call them fake cookies. Sounds similar to something that already exists? I don't think so. Okay, maybe they should have died. One final thing. I would have never figured that out on my own. I don't think it would have been possible for me. Like, it's a bit of a weird ending where it's like you could easily miss the recovery disc. And it's weird too because we've been in the pawn shop and I've never seen it show up. So it's weird that it only shows up near the end. You think it would show up sooner, just to let you know that it's there, but I swear I never saw it beforehand, so. Oh, there's a radio now. Yeah, that's good. Low signal. Rainless. But this game is fun. It's also got one of the best driving mechanics in the game that I've seen in a very long time. Like, it's weird. I know it doesn't seem like it because I keep going off to the right, but that's just because my fingers they're getting tired. It's... If only the game wasn't such a long drive between places, and if only you made more money, that I think this could have been much more enjoyable in like a single sitting type of thing. Because it's really good for talking to, but if you don't have anyone to talk to, all you're really left with is the sound of your own voice or the videos that you have to watch. And I don't know if that's really enjoyable for most people. As far as I know, most people do not enjoy hearing the sound of their own voice. Upton. Speaking of the bike thing, I was actually thinking of getting into biking for exercise. Like, we have the elliptical at home, which is very handy. This used elliptical has been the best purchase that we've made in a very long time. Because boy, is it handy for being able to exercise. Because let me tell you, I can't run anymore. Something about running really hurts my legs now. But but I think it's just because I don't have a good core strength as well as a good support anymore. So I think I need to build up my support again to be able to run again, right? But I definitely feel the strain in my knees again, so I need to like practice, right? But a bike, you really can't go wrong with a bike. Not only is it basically the same as a car at high speeds, so you can also die the same way, but you also get around places pretty damn easily. And then I was thinking about this, and please tell me that I'm crazy, because I swear this is a good idea, even though it sounds like it's from the Flintstones. You know how the Flintstones has their cars, and their cars are like, they use their feet to drive the car? Why don't you just do that for the car, but in real life with a bike? Like, what's stopping you from having a car frame that keeps you safe, so you can go high speeds on a bike, but inside it's just a bike? So you use the bike and it spins all 4 tires. Hey. You restored the shopkeepers. I didn't know it was even possible. If I'd known, you don't understand how much this means to me, my wonderful friend. Thank you. 1,000 times thank you. I think this means there's a chance I can find Seb again. I'm leaving right now. Even if it's just a small chance. I have to see if Easy Code made a backup. I'm confident I'm leaving our friends in great hands with you around. You've done a beautiful thing. I said our goal, restore. Chat? Let's go turn them off again. Let's go turn them off again. Let's go back to the factory. So while he's off trying to find Seb, in the middle of his journey, let's turn him off again. Let's leave this world dead. There are bikes like that, you think. Wait, really? How come we don't have those as a cheap alternative to cars then? Because I'm like, I get why some places can't have cars. Hard to maneuver, but also like hard to pay money for, hard to get gas for, right? But if you just have a bike or like a tricycle thing that just has the frame of a car on it to keep you safe, isn't that technically the best thing that you could have, and then you basically have all the benefits? Or is it because if you're doing that, it costs more than a bike and you might as well just buy a normal bike? Maybe that's why. I'm thinking that that's why. Better to just buy a normal bike and no need to spend money on like a weird bike car thing. Oh, let's go see the flower lady. She's my spirit animal because she has studies like me. Greetings. Don't burn yourself out. Bye. Thanks. You need to pay for that. I like how she doesn't stutter when she says I have to pay for her things. I think she's doing it for show. You know, some of those you also lied. What, you lied down because the shape of the roof they're not very arrow. Howdy, whippersnapper. Have you ever heard of something called juice? Uh-oh, here comes the fitness bros. What a concept. Now, is it juice as in like fruit juice? Or is it juice as in like steroids? Well, we may never know. They're just not very convenient. Well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because when you lie down, I guess it's scarier. But also, how do you see the road if you lie down? Like, and how do you bike if you lie down? Oh, you mean the ones where you lean back, right? I think I've seen those. Like, it's similar to the swans. The water swans. Maybe we need to make a new one. A new one where you have to hang upside down or something. Just like a really cool pose. We can make something better. Just give me a moment to like workshop this. Oh shit, chat. Post-apocalyptic video game where your vehicle is a bike. So imagine, like, you know how like a bunch of post-apocalyptic games where they do like a car that you can modify? We do a bike. And then the bike can have all kinds of things attached to it, but like you have to bike to be able to use it. You know what I mean? There's something there. There's something there about expending real like effort in the game to maintain the bike. And so you don't need gas, but you do need to like pick up speed somehow. Oh, that'd be sick. Game where your main vehicle is a bike, and the only way to go faster is to say go downhill at a breakneck pace. And so you need to like find these specific spots to like build up speed and like go downhill and stuff to be able to do what you need to do in order to break through certain zones. I think that'd be good. You don't think that you see the road? You guess that's the point. What? You've seen one where two people go inside too. Wait. So, what do you mean that's the point? That's the point of the bike car is that you don't see the road. But if you don't see the road, how can you bike? Even walking, you have to see the road because you need to see if the car is gonna hit you. Oh, that's like something's chasing me. Something's chasing me. I get it now. That is funny to think about, that you can't see the road. And that's intentional in some way. If anything, that's just promoting more bad driving. Well, so that's how most people drive anyways, right? They drive, they don't see the road, they just kind of go off on their own way. Especially the people that seem to drive in front of my wife and I. They're for speed, not for seeing the road. Oh, is it like a bobsled thing? That sounds like a bobsledding thing. That makes sense. You know what I really wanted, actually? Oh! From Futurama. From Futurama, there's this concept that they have where you have tubes that carry you. And I think Satisfactory has those tubes now too, but like the idea behind having a tube system to move things around looked so fascinating to me. Because I'm like, that's the best thing that you could possibly do. There's no need to deal with a bike, no need to expend effort, you just need to swing around really fast. You guess, kinda, yeah. Ow. I can't go inside, really? What? Wait, what? I can't kill them? I can't kill them? This game is cool. This game is cool. It just takes so long to get to that point. Man, something about that game is like, at first it seems like a cool game because it's fun to go in and then, you know, I guess like do certain things. Like you get to drive around and deliver things. You get to go in the town with a cool vibe, and you realize that the town doesn't really matter because everyone's like a static character, and so it doesn't really matter what you do and how you talk to them. And the personalities are interesting, but they also don't really change much. And then it's like, well, then like what's the point? So and then on top of that, the main objective takes like 300. First it starts off at 90, then it goes to $300, and you keep having to get more and more money in order to be able to like buy more things. And at that point it's like I don't really know what to do, because then it's like, okay, like then you get the money, and then you get the money, and so you get the money, you spend the money to get the things, and then the things don't stay with you, right? Because then like, sorry, the money doesn't stay with you. Some of the upgrades do. Some of the items are consumables, and you need to use the consumables with the thing to drive. It's like, it's a little frustrating. I don't know. It's weird. However, at the same time, it's a fun game, so I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to do. It's both, you know what? It's both fun and not fun at the same time, and I don't really know what to do. Because I feel like if I knew that the game was this, I think I would have just watched someone play it versus playing it myself. Where I'm like, I don't know if it's got, like, I just don't know if it's for me. I don't know. Like the pacing was just off, but it was cool.